Welcome everyone to another episode of Nerdistan, a podcast where we celebrate being weird and being nerds. I'm your host Manoj Matthew, and joining me today, like always, is my brother from another mother, Jay Naya.
Yay, thanks Manoj. Like it was a repetitive intro, but still, yeah, thanks man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm out of creativity today. I'm just saying stuff today, like because there's so much pressure,
Yeah, yeah,
And the reason why there's so much pressure is we have one of the biggest YouTubers here
yeah,
of the country.
that you could afford.
Yeah, that we could afford basically. So we have our very good friend Nona Prince joining us today.
Hello guys.
welcome Nona.
Hello guys, I'm Nora Prince and thank you for joining us today at Nerdistan Podcast. I'm so happy to be part of this. Finally, I've been after Manoj, please invite me. I'm finally here and
Yeah.
I don't know anything
We
else left in my
yeah,
life to
we
achieve.
didn't really want him, but he kept insisting, and we were like, okay, I guess. And we also have another guest today, which is it is very surprising. We didn't have any guests till now, and today we have two guests. And joining us today is Harneet Singh.
Hey everyone,
Harneet,
I'm just here. I don't know why, just cause. So
Bro, we don't even
you
know
can
why
think.
we are here. We're just here for fun.
So
Harneet is
I actually won a lottery. They put out that one of the comments will come onto the podcast, so I'm here.
yes, yes, that's what
Nice,
happens.
So you
We are
nice
you
very
way
can
to
come
formal.
nice way
also.
to ask people to
Yeah,
comment.
you can come also
Yeah,
to the podcast next time. Just comment,
yeah.
like, share,
So,
subscribe.
yeah. So if you comment on our videos, you have a very cool opportunity of coming to our podcast, and it could be criticisms also. You can it could be threats against us, and you can still come to the podcast.
So
We are
It
maybe
very
can
chill
it
with
can
that.
it can just be Binod
Yeah.
and you
See,
you'll make
if you
it.
comment, Binod,
so like people
you
from
have a
Delhi and
free
people
entry.
from UP, anybody can come. Criminals
Yeah,
and
yeah.
foolish people, everybody can come.
No, I actually met Harneet, I think 2 weeks back. I think on a live stream. I think we were celebrating Nona Prince's 15K
Yes.
subscriber milestone,
Thank you,
and
thank you.
no, I mean like that's nothing. But I mean, PewDiePie has millions of subscribers. What is this, Nona? Like, I'm just kidding. Congrats, Nona, one more time for like hitting like that milestone. But I met Harneet over there, and we had a good sort of talk over there. We talked about random stuff, and we were like,
We
we
geeked
should have
out
our own
basically.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. So about
That's
all
the
the stuff.
tagline of this channel.
Okay, so without any like further more delays, like we spent a lot of time in introductions, like we got a lot of criticism on that. Like people are like, just get on the topic. But we're not going to do that for another 5 minutes. We'll be introducing ourselves.
You're too
That's
self-obsessed.
not true. Yeah, that's not true. But we'll go straight to DC fandom. Fandom. I always get confused. I keep saying fandom, but DC fandom. So, guys, I'll go to each one of you so that we don't like talk with each other. But I'll go to each one of you, and you guys just tell me your thoughts on DC fandom. So, I guess I'll start with Harneet. What are your thoughts on DC fandom?
Yeah, so the first thing I would say that due to COVID-19, we got something primarily focused on DC first time. I don't know if they had done previous, physical kind of these kind of events or not, but previously we had all the Comic Cons, San Diego Comic Con, and all those. So primarily we got something for DC, and it was pretty overwhelming, I would say, getting all the things in one go. I was not expecting that much information. I actually couldn't grasp all of it in one go. But yeah, the more the merrier. I welcomed it, and after going through all the trailers at least 5 times, I'm like now, yeah, I have processed all of it. Now I can anticipate for what's next to come, and I can praise it, criticize it, whatever I want to do. But yes, it was like a dream. Sometimes you dream that everything is in your grasp, and then you wake up, and then it's gone. It was not like that. Fortunately, everything was in my grasp after I woke up. Also, yeah. So last night we anticipated that what was to come, what was coming, and we actually got more than that. So I'm pretty happy with it. The Snyder Cut trailer was
Yeah,
amazing. I think
that
we are
blew
going to talk
everyone
about it.
away.
I was actually worried about one. The only thing I was worried about, the cheetah character. I was hoping that I was not hoping. I was actually worried that the cats thing might happen with it. Have you seen
Okay,
Cats?
understood. Yeah, understood.
Right.
I've not seen it, but I've like read about it and seen the
So
trailers also.
I can't tell you how weird it was that people were asking for a butthole,
Cut,
cut for it.
but
So
yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this? So I was actually worried about it, that how they're gonna portray cheetah, full-fledged cheetah, and how it's gonna be like that. But
Yeah,
it was
to our
pretty good.
listeners out there who don't know about Cats, that was a disastrous film
Yeah.
that released last year that featured humanized cats that looked very bad. So, I think Hardeep,
Even good
is.
actors like Idris Elba were in that movie.
Yeah. It's a total mess. Like,
Yeah.
no one knows.
So,
So,
but
I think
yeah,
Hardeep's
but they
concerns were
handled
pretty
it.
much on point.
They handled
Yeah,
it very
It looked
professionally.
pretty
I
good.
think it's looked pretty
Yeah.
good. It looks pretty good. Snyder Cut looks pretty good. All the Batman news, even the Flash news, all are amazing. The Flash concept art is amazing. His
Yeah.
suit
We'll
looks
get to
more
each
polished.
one of them. Yeah, we'll
Yes,
get to
I
each
think
one
I
of them.
think I think it's all I could ask for. All any DC fan could ask for, and I think we are more hyped about the future of DC right now.
Yeah. Cool. Now I'll go to our YouTube superstar, Jay. I'm kidding. Nola. Nola, tell me about your thoughts. We saw a lot of the fandom together over at
Yeah.
Discord, and it was really fun. But tell me your thoughts on this whole event and your perceptions on it.
Yeah, I think very similar thoughts to Anit, and this was long time due from DC.
Hmm.
Like even Marvel and Disney, now they have a D23, like a separate, event
Yeah.
just dedicated to them. And
True.
like DC never had that. We always under this San Diego Comic Con and everything.
Hmm.
And even in Comic Con, last time they were not even there. The DC was not even there, and Marvel
True.
took over. But this time, first time as a DC fan, I felt that they I'm there. Like I have something to look forward to, and and the way they revealed everything, all the news, everything, all the behind the scene working, what is in the development, what is happening. Like for the first time with DC, I know what's coming ahead in the next 2 to 3 years. I'm very sure. I know what's the vision behind the team, what's the vision behind the movies, the standalone movies, the TV shows, what's happening. I know everything, and I just feel really good and happy. Finally as a DC fan, uh, there is something to look forward to.
Yeah, and it's not like 2015 where they just announced a bunch of stuff and you were like,
Yeah.
it's not even going to come out.
They
But
just, they just announced it. Like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
have 10 films coming next 5 years,
Like
and
Cyborg
like
movie
there's no
2020.
proof, nothing. Like, at least
Yeah.
now, with those directors, the way
True.
now they're first time, they're not saying like, oh, we want to make a movie, get a
True.
director. This
Yeah,
time, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a director wants to make a film, and then
True.
they are making that film. And I think
Yeah.
even the head of DC Films, I don't remember his name.
Walter Hamada.
He said it that we get a lot of requests from people, make this film, make that film, but we don't want to do that unless there's a story to be told. Then only we'll make a film. We don't just want to, make just produce films out the films about these characters with no substance. So hearing that, I feel really, really good at finally, DC is with the hands who can, look after it like Marvel has done with Kevin Feige, and we have three people. Jim Lee, Greg Berlanti, and what's his name
Walter
again?
Hamada. Walter
Walter
Hamada.
Hamada. That
Yeah.
there's a vision finally. So I'm really happy.
Man, that was really well said. So now you understand why he has a successful YouTube channel.
To get coaching for YouTube, call me at
Yeah.
99516665.
No, but that was really well said, man. I mean, you took the thoughts out of my mind, basically. But Jay, what are your thoughts on the DC fandom event?
These guys pretty much covered all of it, but still, yeah, like it was really fun to watch all these different panels come together, like actually come together and made a memorable night, I guess. Like it was for
Yeah.
us Indians, it was like from 10:30 to 5 in the morning. I was not awake till
Oh, it
all the
was.
time, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard being awake. Like I had to like rethink my life in those hours. I'm like, I am like up early morning. I'm not doing any of my like assignments, and I'm just watching this. But anyway, it was a night well spent, I would
Yeah.
say.
True
I
that.
think.
I just
I
want to
mean,
add one thing.
true. Go on.
Even just for them to recognize their fans,
Hmm.
to make an event 24 hours so that everyone in the
Yeah.
world can watch it. And even there was a panel called as the dubbing artist behind Batman. They got
Oh, the voice
even from
behind the call.
India. They got people even from India, and they were talking about how
Oh,
privileged they feel about voicing Batman. They feel like they are Batman. The process they
hmm.
go through to talk. Like it's just amazing. It just felt so good that
True, true,
even
true.
even Hindi artists, Spanish,
Hmm.
Mexican. I don't know how many dubbing artists they brought, and giving them also recognition. Like no one cares, right? These
Yeah,
artists are just a company, and they just give a company contract, do the dubbing, and that's it. They don't have to do
yeah.
it, but they did it, and I think that's a really good thing, a good initiative by them.
I mean, that's true, man. Like they covered all bases, I would say, like with this event. Like they I mean, I think they were able to achieve much more than the normal Comic Con. I would like
Yeah,
argue, like
definitely.
So the
because in
basic,
terms,
I just want to add something. The
yeah,
basic premise about this fandom was that it was not about commercializing. It was not about money, right? The
Yeah,
comic
yeah,
call
true that.
panels and all those
I mean, they
panels have,
probably lost money doing all
yeah.
of
Yeah.
this. I
So
mean,
they spent their own money so that
yeah,
every fan in the world could see and feel that what is happening inside DC, not just about the
true.
films, what's happening behind the scenes as well. So they want the fans to be a part of it actually. So that was
I mean,
pretty mesmerizing to see that they
that
are
was that
spending
was
their own
really.
money.
I mean, they're looking out for their fans. You know,
Yeah.
that's really cool, especially in this time where we have nothing to look forward to.
Yeah.
We are all like stuck in our homes and stuff like that. And to have such a big event happening, it makes us look forward in life in a way. I don't know.
But just to greenlit Snyder Cut, that's only says a lot.
That
Like
that was something, dude. That definitely shows a change in leadership of Warner
yeah,
Brothers. Like, why they, like that. I mean, it's not even Warner Brothers, it's AT&T who really like,
And even if it
greenlit that.
doesn't earn that much money, the Snyder Cut,
Yeah.
people at DC would be fine with that.
See, that's the beauty of it. There's no way of knowing if it's going to be a failure or success
Yeah.
because streaming giants they don't share their numbers.
Critically, it's
With
going to be a success.
yeah,
Even the trailer
critically,
says,
yeah.
says that.
I mean,
Even if you
see,
watch the
even
trailer.
HBO has sort of claimed that this is already a hit. We look at the excitement it created, so it's already a hit for us. And it,
no, they're like they've won their fans. Like they've already
yeah, yeah,
won the fans with the.
true,
Of course,
true,
there'll
true.
be like there's some business side to it too, but just to do
Obviously,
it,
like,
that's a big thing.
I mean, look, when they make any decision, there's going to be like, what are the benefits? What are
Yeah,
the
yeah, definitely,
costs?
definitely.
Like, so
Of course, there
they're
has to be
always going
some
to be balanced.
business benefit. Then only they're doing
Obviously.
it. But
Yo, so
I mean, that's the only way they'll remain operational,
the ba-
yeah,
Like
the
it's
main
not a
thing
charity.
was they were actually losing fans even after Aquaman and all the movies, even after Joker.
Shazam, yeah, yeah.
DC was
True,
losing
true,
its
true.
fans, the hardcore
The
fan.
excitement was not there.
Yeah.
Like,
So
the
this
movies
brought
were good,
that
but the
back.
excitement was not there.
Yeah.
That's very
So
I think
true.
this
in the
was
last
kind of
10 years,
nostalgia also. It has a
yeah,
Hmm.
feeling of it had a feeling of nostalgia also. The
Yeah.
previous actors, the previous voiceover artists, and all those things. They actually acknowledged it. It was not
Hmm.
like that they reboot the thing and they forgot about it. They actually
True, true,
acknowledged
true.
even the Wonder Woman from the previous show that came. And she was also
Linda
there on the
Carter.
Wonder Woman comment, Linda Carter. She
Yeah,
was
Linda
also on
Carter.
that panel. So it
yeah.
was like
True, true,
acknowledging their past and embracing the future, and then moving forward with it.
true, true,
I
true.
just I just want to end this saying that. Okay, I just forgot what I want to say.
I mean, I was going to say that Harmeet ended it really beautifully, but then Nona
Okay,
said,
I just my mind just went blank. The
no,
success is good.
see, I would say the only like downside to this was the fact that see when you're in that auditorium live
Yeah.
with all the fans standing together and when they do announcements like when you see these
Yeah,
videos in Hall H like you see the fans cheering and stuff like that and that's a whole different environment. So
Yeah,
and we
that's
haven't seen
something.
it
the
gives you chills, man. I actually
yeah,
saw
Yeah,
the when they revealed the first look at Batman versus Superman.
yeah, in the
Have
yeah,
you
Comic
seen
Con
that
the
video?
videos.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
It
yeah,
still
yeah.
gives me chills, man, to watch that video.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And you can't really get that with
Yeah.
this because
Yeah.
it's a virtual like thing, and I mean that's the only like probably the only downside to this. And the problem was that there were so many leaks happening that we couldn't even take a breath. Like one announcement over here, then another announcement on the phone. You're like Twitter, everything is like you're like, oh, slow down.
yeah,
But it's just one night of
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
I
It's
just want
fine.
to say that in the last 5 years, even after Endgame is out, first time I am excited to look forward to what DC has to bring and not Marvel. I think that says it all.
Yeah, true, true, true. And what more exciting property could there be than the Batman?
Yeah.
So, guys, see, such a good segue, right?
Yeah.
Such a cool segue.
Yeah. Beautifully
I,
done.
yeah, I like praising myself a lot because no one else does.
Smoothless
So,
transition.
so anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on the Batman movie? I'll go with each one of you again. This time I'll go reverse because I'll start with Jay. Jay, what were your thoughts on the Batman movie?
Like it was my second most anticipated out of the all panel man, because the reason is Matt Reeves, man. The passion he has for that character, when I was like actually hearing him speak like for 25 minutes, I could literally, I'm not even kidding, I could literally hear that man speak about Batman for like 2 3 hours 4 hours as much as he want, because he was actually like us. He's a fan. He's like so much he I think even Nolan doesn't understand the character Batman as much as he does, because like what Nolan was trying to do with the trilogy was how Batman would look up in the real world. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Batman is a part of comics. With Nolan, is only an extent in which they can go to the
There are
Yeah,
limitations.
but
There's a particular scope,
yeah,
and that's it.
and for Matrix, man. The first thing I want to say about is the eye makeup. Oh my God, it has been so much long overdue, bro. Like for
Yeah, yeah,
like I
yeah.
don't even know the last time. Like maybe Michael Keaton one has for a moment, and then like it's not even recognized.
I don't
I
think
think Arrow
so.
Yeah,
Arrow
No,
had
no, I
that.
don't think
Arrow
anybody
had
has
that,
that.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah. Arrow had that,
Batman
like, but
never had it. Like for that, like when I saw that, I was like, okay, they're really taking it seriously. Then I was like, it is of this year two of Batman. Then they introduced so much, like the 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 reason why I like Gotham, the sitcom, it's like because of the
sitcom
yeah. Sorry,
series.
the TV one, TV Gotham, TV
I
You
Gotham.
just
said
I just
sitcom.
picturized, Gotham like in
Yeah.
office style documentary of Penguin and
Uh,
Riddler.
yeah
But anyway,
yeah
you can,
the
you
TV one,
can.
because like even though it's not that good, but the world they created now, the Gotham, it's so fascinating for us to watch the darkness, and finally it is done rightly in the teaser which was shown to us. It was perfect dark, what DC should have, and what other cinematic universes and other movie franchises doesn't have. It's like the world they capture, the darkness. Like when I say hearing, like he was talking about, when you look at the Gotham in the movie, you will look like which part they shooted at us, and he himself revealed, he was so excited. He himself revealed that they shot this at Liverpool. Okay, now I have said it, then this won't be a surprise. Like he was so happy to like speak and get the stage. I was so happy to see that, man. Like it really hypes me up for the movie.
You're awesome,
Yeah,
dude. Well
yeah,
said.
yeah.
Really well said. Like, now I'll go to Nona. I'll go like this. I keep going
Yeah.
to Nona second, so I guess next Nona will be first. So Nona, what are your thoughts on the Batman movie?
Yeah, man, to be honest, I was not actually that excited for the
You
film.
you were very
And
sleepy probably by that
no, no,
time.
not just the panel. Also, I didn't watch the panel because it was 6 a.m. in the morning. I slept at 4
Yeah.
only. So
Okay.
it was not the just the panel, but even the film. I was not that excited for it.
Mm.
I've seen Matt Reeves' two films, the this
Dawn and
Dawn
War.
of the Planet of the
Planet of the
Apes,
Apes and War.
The ape movies. The second
Yeah.
one, the last one, the War of the Planet of the Apes. I think
Mm.
it's just amazing film, and I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his direction and all. But when I saw the panel, when I saw the footage, and I'm just amazed. I'm mind blown, and I cannot just. I'm very hyped for this movie now. I think I'm more hyped for this movie than Snyder Cut right now.
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe this go away in some days, but right now I'm very excited for it. And as Jay was saying, the way he was talking about the film, it felt like he's a geek and just want to
Mm.
say everything about it, and just want to talk about all the aspects he was thinking. Even he was talking about how they were while writing, he had the production
Mm.
designer to talk about the sets. They were
Yeah.
designing the costume throughout the writing process because they wanted the costume for Robert Pattinson. He should feel comfortable.
Yeah.
They are making it very relatable that he has to go and fight
He
with it.
he should be the one who made it. Like when
Yeah,
you
yeah, he
see the
should feel.
costume, you should feel that. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, the making the costume, what he's wear, and everything, like even the like every aspect of it will be very different from Nolan. Even Nolan, right now, if you look at it, like I recently saw the trilogy. I showed it to my father in Hindi, the dub, which dub was good. But like even that, some places I feel like really okay. They some took some liberties, and it's some
See,
little fantastical in a way.
yeah.
like
See, it
you
was
know
a product
we
of its time, like the Dark Knight trilogy.
no
Like
that
I,
that
it's
that no I'm not disregarding that. I
yeah.
love the franchise, but you know we consider it to be realistic. Nolan made it superheroes
Hmm.
realistic, but I
Yeah.
think this movie goes once like all the way, make
Yeah,
it
I
more
I
gritty and
think
realistic.
yeah, I think a good way to sort of say that is this movie wouldn't probably exist without the Nolan movies. Like it
Of
was a
course,
natural sort of
and
progression
even
which they made.
Nolan movies wouldn't have existed before Tim Burton's.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
true, true, true.
that's of course
That was the
that's how the
progression
inspiration
that they made.
goes through. But
Yeah, yeah.
definitely the the style. I think that fight scene in that footage where
Oh,
he
that was
kicks
really
the
good.
guy. I think that
Yeah,
triumphs for me even the
yeah,
Batfleck warehouse scene.
yeah,
So
yeah. True,
I'm
true.
and he genuinely says even I like the voice of his. I think it's
I'm
really
vengeance.
unique. It's
That was
unique.
so
Then
good.
I didn't really enjoy Batfleck's voice modulation. I think
Hmm.
it's a comic thing, so it's okay. But
Hmm.
even Nolan's one was okay. It's
I
like
am
I'm not a
Batman.
big fan of that. But this one like
Rachel.
I really like it and makes sense. Like him talking
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah,
way.
yeah. Okay, I guess I'll move to Harneet, then I'll say my thoughts. Harneet, what did you think about the Batman trailer?
Yeah, so there are a lot of things that these guys have covered already.
Yeah.
I'll share my experience that how actually I processed it. The
Hmm.
first time I saw the trailer, I was like, yeah, it's like Batman Begins. We are getting a
Yeah.
version of Batman Begins again. What's so special about it? Then I actually watched this second time, third time. So I started noticing subtle details in that movie. So
Hmm.
it's like the first thing I noticed is that Batman is losing all his shit during the movie, right? He's fighting with
Yeah.
police, he's beating up criminals, like he's losing his shit literally, right? The second thing I noticed was the costume actually. The thing I liked about the costume was the subtle shot of his shoes when you see it,
Yeah,
Yeah,
boot.
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
those
So,
are
yeah.
like riot shoes, the police that wears during the riots, like that kind of
Yeah.
shoes, simple. And the costume is made of riot gear, if you see it closely, right? So it's
Hmm.
like it's not. So the only thing I am very happy I will not see his parents getting murdered again, right?
Yeah.
So that I actually didn't want to see. Second thing I
Yeah.
didn't want to see was his training montage and his becoming Batman that we have already seen in
Hmm.
Nolan, and I don't think anybody can top
In
that.
BVS also we saw a little bit
Yeah,
of that.
so that's probably fine. So
Yeah.
the more I saw the trailer, I actually fell in love with it. Right, the subtle details, like Jay said, the black eyes, all that thing, and then his gear, the car. I'm in love with this Batmobile, man. I
Batmobile,
literally
yeah.
love it. Like the tumbler in the Christopher Nolan movie was like it was jumping over the roofs, man. I don't know how to
Hmm.
describe it. This looks like Batman Year 2 or at Batman Year 3. This looks like it.
Yeah.
He is going through, polishing his gear,
Hmm.
polishing his all the vehicles and all the gadgets that he has. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
this is going to be the best portrayal of Batman to till date we will see. You know, a lot of people might compare it with Nolan's Batman and
And
Batfleck.
that's
That's
that
gonna
would happen.
happen.
Unavoidable.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would happen.
that would happen, but it actually gave me a kind of vibe from the Gotham TV show, as Jazz said. It
Yeah,
actually
the dark
sometimes
zone.
it
Yeah,
gave me
yeah.
a vibe of that, and I actually love it because I like the Gotham TV show. After second season, I actually like it,
Okay.
right? So
And
I think it's good.
even Matt Reeves said no, like he doesn't want to do that first year again. Like it's already done.
It's
He wants to
unnecessary. You don't
explore
need to
the
do that.
unexplored area about
Yeah, yeah,
Batman. The detective
yeah.
skills. He's still
True, true.
getting his foot into. People don't know who is he. They
Yeah.
still think it's a myth. So
You
there's a
know,
whole world building also
I
going on.
was very disappointed when he said, "I am vengeance" and didn't complete the sentence.
Yeah, even I was
Maybe,
expecting it to
maybe
complete.
like at that time he wouldn't have named himself like the Batman. Maybe because like it's
Yeah, maybe,
year
maybe.
two.
Dude, everything of his gear is like
Yeah,
bat, so why wouldn't he name himself
No, no,
Batman?
maybe he has probably not taken on the mantle.
yeah.
Maybe people just call
Maybe,
him the
maybe.
Bat
Yeah.
or something like that. See, I absolutely love, like, even I was a bit apprehensive. I was actually in similar shoes of Harneet. When, they announced when they first even announced Robert Pattinson as Batman, I had no issues. I was pretty happy. But at the same time, I was someone who actually enjoyed Affleck's version a lot. I really wanted a solo film from him. So it took me like a bit of like convincing myself to sort of, be like, excited for this. And when the trailer came out, when I first saw the trailer, I was just like, I had no reactions at all. because I was very sleepy. That was one reason probably. But then I rewatched it, and dude, it blew me away. Like there were so many things that blew me away in this. First of all, the
One
fact
thing I
that
want to add, I
yeah,
actually
yeah, go
missed
on,
it.
go on.
The
Yeah,
Colin Farrell's Penguin. If you
Penguin.
guys saw
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of guys missed it. I was talking to one of my friend and I asked him like,
He looks very different.
did
He
you
looks
see the
very
penguin? He said
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Colin Farrell is not nowhere to be found in the trailer. I'm like,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
dude, the fat guy in the rain is that the penguin?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This
They
guy's
have
like
used
crazy.
prosthetic and stuff.
Yeah.
Yet he looks crazy, man. He looks crazy.
Yeah, but Matt Reeves said also that right now he's not like accepted the name Penguin yet. He's like still with the
Cobblepot.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
He doesn't like
He's just
it.
the
Yeah,
peg.
doesn't-
He's just the peg.
And for
So
the yeah.
he is actually gangster in the comics, right? He's a
Yeah.
gangster
Yeah.
kind of mobster,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
has a name Cobblepot, and so that's
Yeah,
his
I
story.
think they explored that in the Gotham TV show.
Yeah.
Even in the true. We see a full transformation of Penguin in the Gotham show. from
I
season
actually
one.
didn't know that Riddler was going to the main villain. Actually,
See, that was the thing. That was I was coming towards. I love the fact that the Riddler is the villain, and the
Yeah.
way they played
it's
it
giving
out.
me some Hush vibes. Have you seen Batman
Yeah,
Hush?
that's the thing. Yeah, I've seen that. I've
So
seen
it's giving me that vibes that
Yeah,
Batman Hush,
true,
that
true.
Riddler is so the main premise of the movie is about Batman solving a murder
that.
mystery.
Yeah. See, that was the thing. I never thought I would get this vibe from the trailer. I thought I was watching an Agatha Christie novel. Like, the detective sort of aspect to it.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that. Like,
A
you
neo-noir
have,
kind of a
it's like,
thing.
yeah, it's like, he's like, they're playing with his mind. Like, Batman's mind, like Riddler, and all these sort of hints you have. Like, it's something, like, something greater that's going on behind the scenes. You get that sort of feeling. And then the trailer just amps up. And then you get a good look of his suit. Dude, the suit looks amazing. Like, I was not totally on board before, but dude,
In one
now
shot,
with
he
the-
took a bullet shot straight to the chest in that suit. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was outrageous.
There was
man.
also a
I
shot
was
of him
like-
grappling up. That was also really
Yeah.
cool. Like, it was, yeah.
I actually wish to
dude,
see
is,
some I wish actually to see what's the butler's name? Alfred.
Yeah.
And
Andy
Andy
Serkis is
Serkis.
great.
Andy
Andy
Serkis is the
Serkis,
Alfred. I
yeah.
couldn't. I actually wanted to see him in the trailer as well.
That-
There was some
That would
voiceover.
be-
yeah.
There was
he
some
would be a
voiceover
cool,
from that.
badass Alfred. Yeah.
I think even the bat symbol in his chest is made of the gun that killed his
Yeah,
father.
that's not confirmed.
That's a theory,
I think-
actually.
Yeah. Or that could be like him being anti-gun.
Maybe.
But dude, I love the music that played when the Batman title card reveal. Like that was something which I've never heard
Yeah.
before. Like,
Even the title card.
Yeah,
The
it
title
took.
card, how it forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took everything from all the Batmans before. And can I just say that we are so blessed that we have gotten so many interpretations of Batman,
Batman,
over
yeah.
the last like
Yeah.
10 years. Like we got the Nolan one, we got the Zack Snyder one, and now we got this. And it's very exciting. We're getting Batman from different shades of his life, basically.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
we did face Corona, but we are getting 3 Batmans. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
equal.
I
That's
mean,
equal.
we are also getting a Batman and Batwoman also, so I guess it'll be 4.
And
So
even
keep-
even I like that they are not we are getting new villains. Like here's a big rogues gallery, and we're finally exploring more villains than just Joker.
Yeah.
And
True. Even Catwoman looked pretty exciting in the movie.
even
Very
I didn't notice in the trailer, but I saw the slow version of it that she's trying to hit him, but he's dodging her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
know. I
saw
thought
that.
she hit him and he's like just standing there, nothing
No,
happened.
he actually does
But
it.
then when I saw the slow version, I understood.
The fighting technique is really cool. Like it's very different. It's amazing. Like it's like
It
the
was a little
combined
reminiscent
version.
of Batfleck's warehouse scene.
Yeah, see, I felt it was a combination of the Bale Batman and the Affleck Batman because it has the brutalness of Affleck. It also has the restraint of Bale. Like I kind of saw a combination of both of them in the fighting scene, and
Yeah,
I
interesting.
really liked that.
But
Yeah, that was
honestly,
really cool.
in retrospective, the Nolan Batman actions were not good. Like
Do you-
it
I
didn't
mean,
feel like they hit.
yeah, again,
I
that was a
understand
problem.
at that
Yeah,
time,
because
but
yeah, they were still figuring it
action was
out.
weak.
Like
Yeah.
I think in Dark Knight, Dark Knight was the first movie where he could move his head. Like that itself is like. But
Yeah.
dude, apparently this suit took like an year to design. The Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Pattinson.
Yeah, actually, on this point, I actually saw Michael Keaton's. I haven't seen that movie, so I actually was
Okay,
watching some clips on YouTube, and in which he has to see on the side what's
Yeah.
going on, and
And he
he
has to
can't,
do a superhero
he
turn,
can't turn his
like
head, and
his
he has to
entire
move
body.
to the side.
Yeah.
It was so damn funny at that time.
Yeah. So I feel like even Ben Affleck in the Justice League version, there are times where he moves his entire body to turn. So I wonder if what happens there. I'm
What
not
is
sure.
this Justice League?
So
In
Joss
Joss
Bengali?
Whedon.
Whedon,
No,
Joss
like
Whedon's
The Joss
Justice League.
Whedon's
Oh,
version of
I thought
this.
you were trying to be Bengali and saying Justice League.
no,
No,
no.
see, it's
It's a
very hard for me to
term. It's a
like
term,
keep
man.
saying the Joss Whedon's theatrical version of Justice League. It's easier to just say Justice League. Like, but okay, guys, do you have any like final thoughts on the Batman trailer?
The thing which impressed me the most is like finally someone is going for the like detective skill of the Batman.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
Like in the comics, it's like if you even think now, like how Batman is one step ahead of its like all of its villains, is like he is cunning, he is wise, and like Nolan with Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, he kind of showed that, but this is fully focused on that detective skill.
Yeah.
Like he said, like he's going for the detective vibe, neo noir vibe,
As I said, Agatha Christie,
Yeah.
like that's the vibe I'm getting.
and that's
you know?
like pretty cool to see finally.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any final thoughts, or can we like move on to the next topic?
So I just want to actually add one thing is yes, we are getting the Batman movie, the solo movie, under the DC Black label. It's going to appear. I am actually I am so much in anticipation of the sequels of the movie even now. The movie hasn't come out yet, and I am so anticipated like how they are gonna continue this.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
That's
it,
right.
feel like it
this
will
kind
be
of
more like,
anticipation is like healthy anticipation is very good when you are promoting a movie. So I actually was very I was actually thinking we are also getting a Batman Halloween movie animated movie as
Long
well.
Halloween.
Long
That's the
Halloween.
The
comic
Long
they are
Halloween.
going
Yeah.
for.
So this movie is actually based on that as well.
Yeah.
True. I think the Long Halloween has been the influence of many Batman movies. I think Christopher Nolan has also quoted those storylines as his inspiration. But I guess we can move on to the next topic. I
I
thought
just
we
wanted to
could.
say, like, we cannot end a topic without
Acha,
interrupting
Nona has
that.
to end the topic, man.
Yeah. I'm very sorry. I did not take into consideration
I
the
just
superstar over here.
okay.
No,
I
but
just wanted to
go
say
on.
that
Go on.
we are not getting a Batman trilogy. We are getting a Matt Reeves universe of Batman of Gotham. Like a
Yeah, we're
Gotham
getting a
universe.
comic show also, right?
Yeah.
We're getting a TV show
Max,
also.
yeah,
next year.
Max show. Like,
Yeah,
it will be
HBO Max show,
exploring
yeah.
like the Gotham, how corruption and all works.
So they are also actually producing a Luthor TV show, I think, or a movie
Oh,
under the DC Black label. So first was the
That'll be
Joker, second is the
interesting.
Batman under the DC Black label, and then will be a Luthor movie or a show.
I just have a question. Like, it's the DC Black label. We have never seen that, like, show up before the movies, right? Like, they don't have like a title
No,
card
they,
or something, right?
they don't have a title
It's
card
just
of it. It's just a
It's
categorization
just
actually.
categorizing. Okay. That'll be
You know, I
interesting.
was
I think they might do a title card soon. I think, like Marvel. Like
Uh,
instead of
when,
it'll be all blood and all.
when there
People
are a
hitting
lot of
each other.
movies and they have to differentiate what kind of movie, which
Yeah.
universe it belongs to, then they might have to do that.
Yeah. I think people will be fine though. I mean, they'll be okay with identifying
It's
which
okay
version
for
is
casual movie goers as well. They don't want to
Yeah.
actually connect, and those who want to connect will connect eventually. So there is
true.
nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
True. Next, I thought we could maybe talk about. So now we are talking about Batman. So we're talking about the latest version of Batman. Let's go to the first incarnation, first cinematic version of Batman. Let's talk about the Michael Keaton Batman making an appearance in the Flash movie, and by that way, let's talk about the Flash movie.
Great
Did you write
inspiration.
that? Like you took a month or something to write that transition?
It took
The
me
segue?
3 years. I've been planning this for like more than the time Bruce Wayne took for training.
Man,
I always
I'm
Jay
actually
knows
not
this. Jay
not
knows this.
excited. I'm not excited about it. I
I
don't
just
know
have to
why.
say,
Like,
sorry for interrupting. I just have to say that Jay knows this. The fact that I always try to pull off these segues. That's why Jay is like very chill. He knows that he's coming up with fun.
I was like, he
nice,
can be a
nice
poet.
job.
I was like Manoj can be a poet, man.
No, we don't need that.
Yeah,
you stick
yeah.
to
Nona has
podcast.
good experiences with that. But yeah, I would like to hear your thoughts on the Flash
Coming to the
movie.
Flash.
I'll start with Nona. He's interrupted me, but still, I'll start with Nona.
I thought I feel like we should just jump in and get her hands dirty.
No,
And I just
yeah,
want to say that I think I'm
yeah.
really excited for the Flash.
Hmm.
Like the costume, the new design, and I like that Batfleck is coming back. I love his Batman, and yeah, man, I'm not really happy with the
Just a correction:
Keaton Batman.
Ben Affleck is not coming as Batman. He's coming as Bruce Wayne in the movie.
No, they have confirmed that he's going to be suiting up.
Acha, I actually
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
watch
For a
the panel
brief,
because
only a
before.
brief. It's like a fun appearance,
Because
not a
before that
full
they were saying
presence.
that he'll be
I
coming as a
see.
mentor only.
See, what I understand is he's probably going to be in the start of the movie, and he's going to be the emotional aspect of the movie in many because apparently the director said that like Batfleck is Ezra Miller's Batman,
Yeah.
so that's why
Yeah,
they
Yeah.
really wanted him to be there because only then the emotional connection really works. Only then when he meets other Batman, you can get that sense of excitement. Oh wait, who is this? Like
so
oh,
is
this
he
is a
going to
different
meet
version.
the Michael Keaton Batman, or is it
I
like
don't think so. I think Flash will be meeting the other Batmans, but
Yeah.
it
just
would
to
be pretty cool, man,
understand.
if they both could meet on screen?
Maybe they might do that. I can't see why. They might have a scene, maybe.
I would not like that. I want it to be Flash centric,
See,
so
I actually was coming back to Nona. I thought you said you were excited, but then you said you are not very excited. I got confused.
I'm excited for Batfleck. I'm not excited that Michael Keaton is coming back.
Okay. I was like confused. I was like,
Maybe
huh? Yeah, go on,
I
go on, go
think I
on.
was expecting this man. What's his name from Walking Dead?
Oh, shit. The
But
Thomas
maybe,
Wayne version of
yeah,
Batman to
but maybe
come.
they're saving him for Flashpoint Paradox. I think Flashpoint Paradox is like a Infinity War Endgame of DC. Like it's such a big. I don't think they'll waste it here, and they want it to be a solo film like Flash centric, and Batfleck will be like a emotional
Uh,
character he would connect to.
yeah. I just want to say Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That's his name.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yeah,
Yeah. I just had
but
to
I
repeat
don't
it.
think
Yeah.
what.
Go on, go on, go on.
Yeah,
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 you're
audible,
audible.
audible.
You're very good. You're very audible.
I was saying, what I have learned from the panel and everything, like they are very, even the script is like the way they were appreciating the script, and Ben Affleck in a
Yeah,
week
yeah,
he
yeah,
said yes, he's
yeah.
really excited for it, and like even the producer and the director are husband wife, so it's a
Yeah. It
fun
reminds me
like
of the Nolan,
Jonathan Nolan.
Christopher
yeah
Nolan and
Jonathan Nolan.
Emma.
Acha, that's Christopher Nolan and Emma
Wife is
Thomas.
Emma Nolan. Yeah, Emma Thomas. Yeah, it kind of reminds
yeah.
me of that. So I think it's really cool. But I think Nona, you said your thoughts. I think now we will go to Harneet. I don't even know. I'm just picking people now. Like we'll go to Harneet. Harneet, what are your
Whoever
thoughts on
wants
the
to say
Flash
something, just
movie?
speak up. Like,
No. I am the moderator.
okay, sorry.
So
I am the moderator.
I
Yeah,
actually
Harneet, go
was,
on.
see, it was a roller coaster ride. Listening about Flash movie, some news comes and then some other news comes. Like, I was very excited when I heard that it was going to be based on the Flashpoint Paradox movie because I loved that movie. I think it was one of the best DC animated movies.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
right. Then they
I
said
agree
that
to that.
it would be a kind of that, but Flashpoint Batman will not be in that, and I was so disheartened by that because I wanted to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan suiting up as Flashpoint Batman. He's so
Thomas Wayne.
badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so bad at in the recent comics. He has been coming back in the I think
Okay.
Watchmen series or kind of there was a comics that he's coming in back in those. So I actually wanted to see that kind of Batman as well. A very different kind of Batman, a totally badass and violent Batman. I actually wanted to see that, but then they compensated it with like they are bringing back Michael Keaton
See,
Batman.
yeah, I think they probably had a good story and a cool idea for that because in many ways, if you think about it, it's actually easier to bring back Jeffrey Dean Morgan than Michael Keaton for this
Yeah,
role.
so and it's a good move because they don't just want to copy an animated movie and make into a live action
Yeah.
movie.
True.
But I
And we
think
could still get a
even
cameo. We could still get a cameo
yeah,
from him, I think.
but I think it's more about they are just don't want to go big. They want to focus on Flash, like because
Hmm.
Flashpoint Paradox has so many things going on. They don't want to get into
Yeah.
all that, and then
Because it's a
they don't want to
pretty,
waste a big
if they do
storyline.
that, all the stuff, it would be a pretty big movie. And they don't have all those characters as well right now. They do have
Yeah,
Black Manta and Aquaman. They don't have all the Atlantis people that
Yeah.
do
And
show up in
there
that
are
movie.
rumors that Cyborg would be there in the movie. So I
Cyborg
think
is in the movie. Yes, Cyborg
yeah.
is in the
So
movie.
it would be, I think, Batman, Cyborg, Flash. Like I think it will center around these characters. I think,
So I
and
think
Iris
we
probably.
can, we can stop calling it a Flashpoint Paradox movie right now
See,
after the panel, what they
yeah.
have said about that movie. But yeah,
It's
it's
a Flash
okay.
movie.
It's
The
a
Flash
Flash
movie.
Yeah,
movie.
I
It's a
mean, as I
multiverse
said, no,
movie.
we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait for more information. Even in the panel, the information they gave was very little.
It was very
It
vague,
was
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
even
It was
the
all
concept
about
art is
Ezra
like
Miller and
okay,
stuff.
they can
Yeah,
change it. It's not like a
yeah,
photograph of the actual suit or anything. It's just a concept art. They can change it at any time they want.
yeah. True.
But I think the most important thing and the focus point was his suit that is polished
That looked
after
pretty
his
good.
meeting with the uh, CW's Flash.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So it's more polished,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
sleek, and
True.
the lightning has changed. The color of the
Yeah, I
lightning
think
has changed.
yeah. Wait, does it? Like, oh, we'll have to wait for the
No, in the
like the actual.
Justice League movie, the color is white, and in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
concept art,
That's
it's
true.
yellow.
That's true.
So I
It's not
don't know if that.
exactly right. I mean, there are sequences where see, Justice League, it's so uneven to the point where there are some shots where it's blue, there are some shots where it's white. It's like I don't
So
even know, but
I actually
I
wanted to
like.
see
Yeah, yeah.
Ezra
Go ahead.
Miller's Flash running around
Mm,
in a
yeah,
Speed Force kind of a thing. Have you seen the CW's Flash?
yeah,
No.
yeah,
And
yeah. We have.
his running pattern kind of reminiscent of the Savitar character in that show,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
True, true,
right?
true. Agreed.
It's
Yeah,
reminiscent of that.
true,
But I
true.
want to see his running sequence kind of change.
Yeah, the weird the
It's pretty
figure
ridiculous to see
skating.
him like
Skating
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Many people have problems with that. Like, even when the Snyder Cut released, like a trailer when it released, like people were out like, "That's such a cool shot, but why is he like running like a fool?"
But it like I'll talk about more about this
Yeah,
in
when we do,
When
when
we
we
talk
get to
about
the
Snyder
Snyder Cut.
Cut.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
it's like
yeah,
okay, I'll talk about it later.
yeah. But I just say that even in the Snyder Cut, there was a small sequence where it looked like he was in the Speed Force, and that kind of looked a little bit like the CW one. Like, not obviously not
Not
same
ob
because
it
yeah,
looked like
it's much
the
more
Savitar
polished.
Speed Force kind of a thing,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
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 yeah.
not
true, true.
so I actually read about it. I'll take some time here. So I actually read about it that when the CW show started, they used to run on a treadmill. The Flash used to run on a treadmill. So and they used those shots again and again, the same shots
Yeah,
again
yeah,
and again. If
yeah.
you, there were
Reused a
some
lot of
memes
it.
on that also that there is the
Yeah, yeah,
same
yeah.
shot of Flash running in every episode,
Yeah,
right?
because it's a TV show also, no? They have budgetary issues. It'll happen.
And now the version that they are using is pretty good, and they are actually shooting multiple times.
I would say even now there are probably a few occasions where they
So
reuse.
they have actually polished all the things, all
Because
the running.
see, right now he doesn't even run on a treadmill. It's just Grant going like this,
Yeah.
literally with his leg, and sometimes you can really tell. Look, I don't want to get on the Flash show. Like I'll be here for hours. Like
And Ezra Miller's Flash also runs on the treadmill, the same kind of
yeah,
huge
yeah, yeah.
treadmill,
True,
and
true.
that's why he can't. So there was this thing that the running he's doing is of someone who can't balance on a treadmill. Someone actually
Yeah.
commented that. So I was actually laughing about it. Like they have used a shot of him running unbalanced on a treadmill, and they like it. The movie, see, if the movie producers and directors like it, there must be something about it, right?
Yeah, yeah, true, true, true. And we didn't get enough of him, even in Justice League. So,
See, I just want one thing. I want Grant Gustin to show up as a cameo in this movie as well.
see, it could happen
Yes.
because see, I just see because Jim Lee is involved, right? And Jim Lee said that how Grant Gustin's Flash was the one who actually named Ezra Miller's Flash. Like he was
Yeah.
the one who gave him the
No,
idea of the Flash.
the problem with that is no, but like you cannot have it as a major scene in the film.
It
Like
should be a
it
post-credit
has to
No,
be
scene.
it
yeah
just
post credit scene
Yeah,
it can be a cameo as well.
everyone going watching the film in the theater, they don't know Grant Gustin, right?
yeah, yeah,
Like everyone cannot, the general audience will not know.
yeah.
So
I
it
mean,
will be
there
like
is a
the various
workaround
scene.
around that. Like you
It will be like
introduce
the
him
No,
like a new
if it's a
character.
multiverse movie, it can be explained like he's meeting another version of a Flash. It's nothing else.
Yeah, it won't be that confusing actually.
No,
As
it will
long
not be
as
confusing, but it cannot
yeah.
be like a scene like
No, see,
Crisis.
I'll tell you what the problem is. The only problem is that the casual audiences would experience it just as an okay way, but the TV show audiences would be more excited
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
So
they have more like
it's an
background to it.
opportunity to capture both the audiences, the CW
Yeah,
audience
true.
and the DC fans the hardcore
But
movie
same
fans.
thing happened, in BVS when Flash showed up. Like for
People
people,
were like,
normal
"Who
audience, it
the
didn't
fuck
make
that
any
is?" Yeah.
sense to them. Like what happened?
Yeah,
And it was a big plot point for the film.
yeah, true, true. I don't like the way they did that, but that's a topic for another conversation. But
Yeah.
Jay has been sitting here idly, just
No, no, I'm
listening to all
listening
of
to all the
us.
good
He's
points.
been rethinking his life choices so far, like looking up to the sky. But Jay, tell me your thoughts on the Flash movie.
First when they announced, 2 years prior, they announced Flashpoint Paradox. I was like, okay, so they're actually going with that paradox thing. But then they cancel it, like as Nona said. Then they're like going with only Flash movie, but there is like multiple Batman. So I'm like, I really don't know what to expect from the movie, but I'm actually excited for it because like it would be cool to see finally a Flash movie, like after such a so like I don't even know when was the last, like there's no any Flash movie, right?
No, no, no.
No,
There's,
the
there's
like
been two
Only
TV
TV show.
shows.
yeah, so
There's
like
been two TV shows.
it would be like I'm pretty stoked about it, but and about the running thing, like out of all the things Ezra Miller could have taken inspiration from, he decided to take inspiration from Phoebe's running. I mean, okay, that's great.
I think only the Friends fan can
Yeah.
acknowledge that.
No, I mean all are Friends fans. People who are not Friends
I
fans
have
can
to, okay.
unsubscribe.
You guys have forced me to say something. I think someone said that Ezra Miller, like the Barry Allen, he's not a runner. He's not an athlete. So he runs like he's not in control of running. That's why he runs like
I
that.
mean, dude, even I'm not an athlete, but I don't run like that. Like, if I
Yeah.
run like that, people will take a shoe
No,
and slap
you
me.
know what if I put your soul into Usain Bolt? You're not
Oh,
able to,
wow.
that's what I'm saying. Because he's running at such a speed
Yeah,
and
yeah. See,
uncontrollable. That's why,
It's
like,
But like
understandable.
yeah,
I can see
yeah.
that.
If I'm being very honest, I don't have any issues with his running that much. Like, I'm okay with it. Like, one thing which I like about his running is when he like flails his arms like this,
yeah.
it actually looks like a comic book panel. Like, in the comics when they
yeah,
draw
yeah,
Flash running, like
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
always has.
The only problem is it's a bit goofy. If
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the movie is too dark and it's
yeah.
the running comes all of a sudden and it's goofy, it breaks the flow of the
Yeah,
movie.
they will evolve it. I think they will like. See, I actually had a chance to write this like there was a animated fan film that was going to come up, but it's not coming out anymore, unfortunately. So I kind of like was with the animator, and he asked me like, could you come up with a story and stuff. So I wrote the story, and I put the scene between Ezra Miller and I think it was Justice League, the animated version's Justice League, where that guy's like, why are you running like that? Stop running like that. Stop running like a fool. So I just thought it'd be fun. So maybe you can have a scene where Grant actually like looks at his running and he's like, maybe you need to change that. Like, stop playing your arms. But I am very excited for this movie. And see, I know we said that, it's not going to be an adaptation of Flashpoint. I do think elements of Flashpoint would be there because the director did say that, the connection between Ben Affleck and Bruce is that they both lost their mothers in like terrible murders,
Yeah.
and whenever the mother thing is there, you'll probably think there's probably some connection to Flashpoint probably in the future. But let's just see how that goes. Do you guys have any more thoughts on the
So
Flash
did
movie?
they say anything about the main villain who's going to be
No
in the
Nothing,
villain.
movie?
No
nothing.
villain.
Yeah,
According to the what I've heard, there's no villain in the film.
yeah. I think the villain is the Flash itself. Maybe
Like
he's
I
like
think it's
messing
him
things up.
exploring multiverse and causing some issue and then he's solving it
Yeah,
going
yeah, yeah.
forward.
But
I
I think
thought
so.
that Reverse Flash was going to show
No,
up
no,
in
no,
this
they are
movie.
not doing that.
See,
They're
and
they're only
again,
focusing on Flash,
yeah,
not
they've
someone
not
else.
announced anything also. So maybe I would like to see Jay Courtney make a cameo, like Captain Boomerang. I think
I
that'd be
think he
fun.
will. I think he will.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any more thoughts on the Flash, or can we move on to the next topic?
That was a
We
I was
should
waiting
actually.
for this man. Come on, I was waiting for a smooth
That's
transition.
what I was about to say, that Nona is too fed up with
I
this topic.
I was waiting for Nona to like interrupt, like, I was like, are we done? And Nona will be like, no, wait, I just have to add again.
I had such a good transition to the Snyder cut, but I thought you will have a better one, and then
No, no,
you
no.
like,
But we're not doing the Snyder Cut now. Snyder Cut is the end. We're
okay,
saving the big guns for the end.
okay.
So like
So,
people
So
will actually stick to the
with
end.
guns, it reminds me of an era
oh,
where, guns were pretty commonly used, the 80s. And let's come to
oh,
Wonder Woman
I
84.
thought you would say James Gunn.
No.
I thought you say James Gunn Suicide Squad.
This was
No, no,
not
no.
one of your best transitions, but
Yeah, I
it will
know, I
work.
know. Yeah, I know. I had to make it off the go. But if I wanted to talk about Wonder Woman, then we'll talk about Suicide Squad, and then we'll talk about Snyder Cut. That'll be the pattern, I guess. I just
Cool,
want to
cool,
talk about
cool.
Wonder Woman pretty quickly. So the Wonder Woman trailer did drop yesterday, and see, Wonder Woman for me is a character which I don't know a lot about her. Like I haven't really seen a lot, read a lot of her comics and stuff. So for me, that's why one of the reasons why I'm excited, because for me it's all going to be new. Like I have no sort of expectations set for these movies, and I thought the trailer was pretty good. Cheetah looked really cool. What are your thoughts, basically? So I'll start with Jay this time. Jay, what are your thoughts on the Wonder Woman 84 movie?
Yeah, like for this Wonder Woman, I don't know. Like I know it's going to be good, but it's not really something which I'm interested, like excited about. Like for the first Wonder Woman, the trailer was cut in such a way like it was supposed to be a story, like it was such like the trailer, the marketing of the movie, which was done in such a way like yeah, it was great. And for this one, it's like it's on the same track as the previous one. So it's like, okay, yeah, there's Cheetah. The look of Cheetah is good. They nailed that part. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's it.
What are your thoughts, Nona? Nona is again second runner now.
I think the when the first one came out, I didn't have much expectations, but when I watched it, I really enjoyed it. And the reason for that is there's one particular scene in the film where Wonder Woman goes into the office where they're discussing about what to do on the battlefield, and they're like, "Oh, what a woman is doing there! Please go out." And
Yeah.
they're actually talking about, we'll not help the soldiers, let them
Hmm.
die. And
Yeah.
she's not, she's not there. Oh, why are you? I'm a girl, so I cannot be there. She's not fighting that. She's
Hmm.
fighting. How can you let people die?
Yeah.
And I think that proved that people were complaining about it will be a feministic and
Hmm.
feminazi and all sorts of that thing. And I really like that scene and like Patty Jenkins' approach to this.
True.
I after watching the film, I feel inspired by Wonder Woman. I don't feel
True,
like,
man.
oh, this movie is for girls. No, I
That's
feel
very true.
inspired by Wonder Woman. And for even the second film, I think this trailer I really liked because again I was not interested. Maybe it's 84, she'll do something,
Hmm.
and then we'll get Justice League. Like I know what happens
Yeah.
afterwards, so I am not really. But when I saw the Cat of Cheetah, she is
Hmm.
really interesting because she's bringing another side of even in
Yeah.
this trailer we get a dialogue also that you had everything I didn't. Like
True,
I
true.
also want beauty. I want that power. I want to be the predator. Like like she's exploring different aspects of women in this film, and I really want to look forward to even what's his name, Pascal.
Pedro
Pedro
Pascal.
Pascal.
Yeah,
The
Pedro Pascal's
Mandalorian.
character.
The
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
like I think even the first film, the villain, there was more to the villain than just being evil.
Yeah, that's true. Like I
Yeah.
see many people criticize the villain, but I
Aries, yeah, I
actually
got.
really like it. See, based on what Nono also said, I just want to say one thing before I interrupted him. I just wanted to interrupt him, but the main reason is that I still consider Wonder Woman to be one of the best DCU movies. Like from the recent crop of movies, I think
For
the
sure.
first Wonder Woman is probably one of their best movies. But
Yeah,
anyway,
for
Nona,
sure.
continue. Please continue.
Yeah, so even the first movie, the villain, like, except the ending, I didn't like the ending, but the villain at the end saying, it's not me, it's the
Yeah,
humans
yeah.
themselves. They
That
want to
was such a
fight,
good twist.
and
I
and I,
really
and I
like
love
that.
that. I
Yeah.
love that idea because it's like he's just there to putting the helping hand, giving them the
Yeah.
tools, but
True,
they are
true.
fighting themselves. And I didn't like the ending, how they ended the film, but that's all right. But
Hmm.
I like the way she thinks and writes her films. I'm really excited to what she does with her villains in this film because the even Pascal's character, he'll be very different. He'll be
Hmm.
like I think he feels like a mix of Luther and having some
Donald
humanity
Trump.
issues, something like that.
He feels a bit
So
like Trump, to be honest.
I think he's more layered than Trump.
Yeah,
Like he wants
obviously.
to give power to the powerless. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
trying to, I like the villain when they have a good this
Yeah.
ideology behind them. Like
Like
they're not
I
wrong.
would say Zod or Kilo, no, the villain in Black Panther. Yeah, Killmonger. Yeah,
Yeah, Killmonger.
all these guys.
Even Thanos.
Thanos.
He's
Yeah, that
not
was a very
wrong.
good example.
He's
Yeah, true, true.
you are challenged by them, and then the heroes also challenged. Wonder Woman it will be a big challenge for her also, and that will make the film interesting. I
Yeah,
think for that I'm really excited, and the VFX look really good. Action looks amazing. I think there'll be comedy with bringing back Chris Pine's character, and now it's a role
yeah.
reversal. Now
True,
he's
true.
out of time, and
Yeah.
he's getting used to it. So there's fun things, and I like Cheetah, as Hanit was saying in the beginning, the cat thing, and I think they did it really well. I think they may have given too much away, like not too much, but still I feel like they could have, just a
Maybe. I mean, that's the problem
visual
with the
was enough.
film, the release being delayed so much, you know?
Yeah,
Like they
maybe.
kind of run out of content. But the action scenes look really good, like a lot more
Yeah,
polished than the first movie, I would say.
yeah,
But
definitely.
I'll come to Harneet. Harneet started this podcast by talking about Wonder Woman. So, you know, it's only right that
Um,
he would end this. But so, you know, Harneet, take it away, man. Tell me your
so
thoughts
Of
on the
course,
movie.
I'll
I
be
think
ending it, but okay.
Ignore Nona.
I wish. So I think this movie actually the existence of this movie doesn't make sense for me. The first time,
Oh, wow.
it's so a lot. Very few people might understand my point of view on this. When they
Okay,
announced
okay,
that
go on.
they are going to make another movie on Wonder Woman, I was like, okay, it will be based in the present or maybe after the
Same, even
Justice
I
League,
thought it would
right?
be present day.
Because because I'll say if you see Justice League, if you have seen the Justice League and the BVS, the main thing about Wonder Woman is that after Wonder Woman the first movie, she hasn't been around in the man's world,
Yeah.
right? She hasn't been anywhere around man's world.
For
In
100 years, she sort
yeah,
of,
for 100
like,
years, like she was during the Wonder Woman first, the World War One, and then she came to help during the BVS, and then moving forward to the Justice League. So when they said that no, this movie will also be based in the past, I'm like, but she said that she was not around. She was not
yeah.
in the realm of man. So how are you gonna,
Can
you
I
are,
interrupt?
hmm,
Sorry,
No.
like I have to because there was an interview with Patty Jenkins and she said, that was not a literal meaning. Like they are changing the continuity. That she
Yeah, the
was
context
around,
of
but
the.
she didn't come into a limelight.
Yeah.
Like she was around, she was helping.
nee,
Yeah.
so
See,
it's
I mean,
it's it's
I
it's an
like,
excuse
I
just to make
understand what
another
Hardeep is
movie,
saying though.
right?
Yeah.
So they
Yeah,
are,
I'm
if
totally
you
with you
look,
actually.
with the transition of one movie to another, you are actually disproving your own point, right? You are,
See,
Totally get it.
See,
but
I would say why though. Like I understand that, you know, I think initially they probably planned a present day sequel.
Mhm.
Like when they were like doing Batman v Superman and Wonder Woman 1, like during early days of production, they probably planned for a sequel in present day. But maybe they had a really cool idea of setting
so
it in the
this movie
80s.
is actually they already said this. This actually idea came after the blowout of Stranger Things. Have you seen
Okay,
that?
okay.
It was also
Yeah,
based
yeah,
in
yeah.
the
I've seen.
80s and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those things,
80s. Yeah, yeah,
right? So
yeah.
80s vibe is,
That's a weird inspiration though. Like,
the 80s vibe is currently the thing right now.
sure,
A
sure,
lot of
sure.
shows
That's
are
true.
doing this,
Yeah,
right? So they
yeah,
actually wanted to do that, and they wanted to introduce Maxwell Lord as the villain. And
yeah.
as Nona said that he's trying to do something good, he's actually not. Even in the trailer, you can see that. He's just trying to give. Do you know the story about the rabbit's foot? It's a normal story that there is a cursed
No.
rabbit foot. If you ask for a wish, the wish will get fulfilled, but in a evil way. Something will get taken away from you.
You know, when you said
Oh,
rabbit's foot, you know, the first thing which came to me was Mission Impossible 3. Like, that was like, it's a device mission. But dude, that actually is pretty cool. Go on,
So,
man. Go
so,
on.
so this is the kind of the motto of the story. So, 80s were like all about greed and all about the materialistic things and all those things, right? So,
Yeah.
there is this thing you might see on his desk, crystal kind of a thing in Maxwell Lord's office. It's in the trailer. So, it's based on that he is giving. So, that's an object, an artifact, and with that, your wishes come true. But in against that, something is taken away from you. So that's why in the movie, as the movie progresses, Wonder Woman goes weak because her wish of bringing Steve Trevor comes
Okay,
true,
okay.
and she, becomes more weak. So you'll see in the fight with Cheetah, the initial fight when she's not full blown Cheetah, she can't use her gauntlets properly. She has to defend herself with that lasso of truth, and also she's
Okay,
actually getting
okay.
weaker as the movie progresses,
That's a
right?
pretty
that
interesting insight.
that was a
Actually,
Yeah.
revelation,
this,
man.
yeah, come again, man.
That was a revelation. Like I know so much
Yeah,
from Harmeet than
So
the
the
fan actually.
the
yeah.
so
Like, I
in
was
the
like, this has made me more excited for the movie,
So you will
actually.
notice one more
Yeah.
thing that Steve Trevor is present only up to when Cheetah is not full blown. When there is a fully blown Cheetah, Steve Trevor is nowhere to be found.
So she probably has to give away the.
Yes, she have reversed her wish so she can get her power back.
So now I'm actually feeling better about Steve Trevor in the movie.
You know.
Like this much time, I was like, I was like, why is he in the movie?
So
Doesn't it
you
undermine
might
his
be seeing all the
sacrifice?
chaos happening on the streets and all those things. That's because he actually used the president's broadcasting system. The Maxwell Lord, the villain.
Okay.
He used that president's broadcasting system to tell people that you can wish for anything and it will come true.
Okay.
And people start
Good.
wishing and everything goes on haywire. So that's I
Have you
think that's
seen
my
the
take on
movie?
that. No, that's my take on that. See,
We should have done a breakdown of that, Jay, on Wonder Woman 84. Like,
so that's
Like we did with the Snyder Cut one, yeah.
you know so that's my thing, my take on that. So that's might be what's happening, but I know about the Dreamstone, and I know about that kind of the turn, that what he's trying to do. He's trying, so more people wish, he gets more power. That's the thing with this movie. He's trying to take power from the people, actually,
okay.
from people's wishes.
So what Harneet has done today is he has actually given some value to this silly podcast, like this useless podcast which
And
had
it
no
took us-
value.
It took us an hour to get to that point, but
Yeah.
worth it.
I'll probably put a timestamp saying that important Wonder Woman stuff. Just go to that.
We should
Yeah,
really
Jay
put
is
this
thinking
one at the
something.
start. We should really put this one at the start so
Yeah,
like it will get people
let's see,
excited. Oh
let's
my
see.
god, yeah.
Yeah. If we can like trim this portion and make a
Yeah.
separate video of this.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that. Definitely
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
So,
But more editing.
that's what interesting about Wonder Woman. And the only thing is that they are trying something different with the movie, right? This is a new concept about the movies. Even in DC and Marvel both, if you look, there is nothing similar to be found.
True. True.
Right. And other thing, the Wonder Woman first Nona talked about it. It was very inspiring, as Jay said, and beautifully put by Nona. It was
Yeah.
truly inspiring, right? The movie was awesome, and at that time DC didn't have any good movies. So at that
Pretty
time
much,
it was
yeah.
like a reboot, like a new start, new beginning for
Yeah.
DC. So that's why I think Wonder Woman is their most prestigious property right now, because it gave them a push to go
Yeah.
further.
First female superhero also, no? Superhero movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there was Elektra and all, but we don't talk about that.
So that's
I
my
just,
that's my take on that, because I actually wanted to talk about this last night also on Nona's channel, but I actually
See, he
I
didn't
was
allow
hesitant.
you. We allow you to talk about
Hey,
it.
come on. We had time. We had two
I
things
was
in
actually
that.
hesitant to talk about that, but it might give some spoilers.
I didn't remember when I stopped you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you stopped
yeah.
me from doing that. But now,
No, but
if
I
you look
think
at the
this
trailer
is-
again, you
yeah.
might find some missing clues that you were not able to put together. Well, I was able to do this when I actually thought of, because I have read the comic about the Dreamstone and the Wonder Woman and all that. In that, Maxwell Lord is not there. It's all about Cheetah, and Cheetah finds the Dreamstone and asks for a wish and becomes Cheetah. That's a different comic, and they have used that and the Maxwell Lord story, and they have combined it. I don't know what's going to happen in the end. That is Cheetah going to be captured, or is she going to run away, or is she going to reappear in the present? Or we have no idea about that. So that's something I'm looking forward to, and I'm actually hoping that Maxwell Lord is a kind of, as you put, that layered kind of a villain that DC actually needs, a layered villain right now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
This is we are going to beat Emergency Awesome now. Like he puts these 10 things you missed. No, this is what you missed in the Wonder Woman trailer. But Harneet, that was wonderful, man. That was
Yeah.
really
I
great.
just, I just need to add something and end this. So
No.
may I?
Yeah, go on.
Ari, I want to say, like, I totally understand Harneet's point, and even I was thinking that there was no need of this film. It's just they're just making a sequel just for the sake of it. But after knowing seeing the trailer, knowing what the story is going to be, and actually it's a trilogy, Wonder Woman trilogy, and
Yeah.
that will be the last film. Like Patty Jenkins said that that's the last film she'll do, and they've already done the deal and everything. So she's trying to make a Wonder Woman trilogy which has a theme which will be it's like a whole theme that.
I
will
wonder
go
if
throughout
that one
the
also would
trilogy.
be in. That one also would be set in like old.
No, that
No,
would be
that
present.
would
She
be in
said- she
present.
said-
Okay,
she said
that's
that
good.
it'll be
That's
present.
good. That's
So I think she's trying to show women in 3 different eras, and I want to see apart from the universe, there's something more to that franchise. That's why I'm more
So
excited
I
with Wonder Woman.
actually wanted to say something. Then Nona can end after me if he wants.
No, Nona
Right.
won't end. I
So
will end.
there is something about it, the movie that's coming, Wonder Woman 84, that even that era was about greed and materialistic things, and even Wonder Woman was not, away from it. She has some greed. And maybe
Yeah.
that greed is
Yeah.
about love, but she needs something. It's not like she's perfect and she's okay with her conditions. There are something that she wants. There are some desires for her as well. So it's reminiscent of that like nobody's perfect, but you can be perfect once you have a sense of duty, right? So that's,
Yeah,
I think,
true,
the
true.
main motive of this movie.
Yeah. Even she,
Very.
like she will have an arc, right? Like it will
I
not be,
guess I guess we don't even have to watch the Wonder Woman movie now. Whatever theme we were supposed to know
No,
from the
but
movie, like Harneet has already told us.
no, but I am
Like,
actually now very excited for this movie. Like,
yeah, man.
before I was
Even I
like,
am.
it's cool and stuff like that. But just knowing beats about the
So
story
now,
now,
if you will
I'm very
see, there are
excited.
small details that she is weak because she
Ah,
can't overturn that vehicle. She has to
true,
take
true, true.
support to, she can't use her gauntlets properly, and Cheetah can, come right at her because of that. And that's why she is using that full-on costume, so she can fight Cheetah in
True.
that costume,
Okay, okay.
right?
Now everything is making sense. But that was really well put together by Harneet. I'm guessing no one has any like points to add now because I think we covered all bases. We covered more than I thought we would. But I okay, like we'll go to the next one. Like I'm not gonna allow Nona to interrupt me. But so Wonder Woman 1 ended with Steve Trevor sacrificing himself. Now let's go to another type of sacrifice by people. He suicided himself basically in the first movie in the end. So let's talk about a different type of suicide, the
I
Suicide
actually saw this
Squad.
coming. I actually saw this coming. I'm not gonna lie.
Go. Dude,
By
the guns,
that's
the last transition with the guns, that would have been amazing if
no,
you
no,
had
no,
said
no,
James
no.
Gunn.
I don't go with conventional transitions. I go with transitions that people don't think
Which
of.
are worse.
Yeah, basically.
But
But anyway, like,
it was not. It was way predictable. I actually saw this coming
Yeah.
when you said that he sacrificed.
Arey, bro, you saw Wonder Woman 84 coming. Like, how can I? I can't fool you of anything. But anyway, guys, like we are like, I wouldn't say running late, but let's just talk about our thoughts of the Suicide Squad movie, James Gunn Suicide Squad movie. I'll just say my initial sort of thoughts because I don't have much to talk about. Like, I think it's looking very exciting. I don't know much about these characters, if I'm being very honest. Like, and there are so many characters that it blew my mind. Like yesterday, me and Nona were watching it together, the DC, the Suicide Squad panel, and I had no idea how many they just kept on revealing characters. This guy, this guy, this guy. So I don't really know what's going to happen, but I know that it's going to be a fun time. Like I know that it's going to be a really exciting time. Even the panel was really funny. All of them seem to have a very good vibe with each other. And James Gunn from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, we know that he would deliver a good film. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I would go with Nona this time. Nona, what are your thoughts on the Suicide Squad movie?
No comments.
Seriously?
Yeah, no, no,
Okay, then let's go to Harneet.
cool, cool.
No, no, no. Go on, Nona. Go on.
Yeah, it was like I had no expectations, to be honest. Like I think the main thing that attracts to me through that film is James Gunn, and knowing that he had more fun and he was more independent making this film than Guardians of the Galaxy, that makes me interested in it. But like, to be honest, still even after the panel, there's so much scatter, so much things happening, and of course it was just a behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
like
I'm very
still, it will
curious.
be
Very
fun. That's it.
curious.
Like I have
Yeah.
no expectations, or
See, I think it'll
that's
be
it.
fun and it'll have a lot of heart. I think that would be the general consensus of the movie. Like,
It should have heart because the first
yeah.
one lacked it. So yeah.
Yeah, true. Definitely agree. Now I'll go with Harneet. Harneet, what are your thoughts on the Suicide Squad movie?
Yeah. So as you said that there are so much to unpack here.
Mm.
It might take a lot of time, but I am just going to say 3-4 lines about it. The first thing I was so interested to hear about that James Gunn himself said that it is the biggest movie that he has ever done.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
So he has done Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2. There are,
Which are set in space, like
yeah. So
Yeah.
it shows something special about this movie is coming. Then the teaser focused on John Cena majorly, if you see that his character
I didn't see
Peacemaker.
John Cena though. Was he there?
Yeah, he
I
was.
kept struggling to find John Cena.
So
His
did you not see
Peacemaker,
the
he was
teaser?
there.
I could not see
Teaser?
John Cena.
Harneet.
Yeah.
Don't continue. Don't.
अच्छा, then it was a sarcastic thing. अरे यार, I'm too bad at recognizing sarcasm. So
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Arey, it's
I
not
played
because
this
of you.
joke.
Manoj
I
is like
played
that
this.
only.
so
Arey, it's his voice. So confidently he says things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't see him. Even while watching the panel, he was like, I cannot see what happened, and I'm just checking. Everything is fine. Then I'm like, dude, it's a joke, and I'm like.
so
Yeah,
when
because
Nona said,
John Cena came
see,
on screen and
when
I was
Nona
like, I
didn't
can't
say
see.
anything, just Nona said Harneet, I understood what's going on.
Yeah, no, it was very funny because we were watching the panel in Discord, and when John Cena came, I'm like, no, I can't see anything. What happened? Like, why is
So
no one
I
on
see
screen?
there's a
And
meme
Nona was
about
like,
it.
shit, what happened?
There is a meme about it that there is a meme that I am so happy that we have continued this joke after 10 years, even after 10 years. Like this joke started a decade ago and we are
Yeah,
still
yeah,
continuing it,
True.
right?
But anyway, Hanit, I'm sorry for breaking your
No
flow
problem.
of thoughts. Continue.
Acha, so the main focus was actually on John Cena and his character Peacemaker, and
Yeah.
I actually didn't know about most of the characters, and I actually
Yeah.
had to Google who is Peacemaker and where he comes from. He's actually an alien, and
Okay.
then they started talking about that movie is in 70s, that it's a 70s war movie, and I'm like, what? How? Like this is happening after the first Suicide Squad, and then how can it happen in the past? Is there time travel involved, or
Maybe.
what's
that'd be
going
Like
on?
this one is a reboot. This is not a sequel. This is like a reboot, total reboot.
No,
They're
it's not a
like,
Yeah,
reboot. It's not a reboot.
I
It's
think,
a soft
No,
reboot.
it is. It is.
It's
It
a
is a reboot.
mixture. It's a mixture of
Yeah, it's a
reboots.
soft
I
reboot.
think I think they said it's like a 1970s war film, like the genre
Yeah.
of it. Not it's set in 1970s.
Yeah.
Oh, then I actually had misinterpreted. But still, man, I actually couldn't get which character Idris Elba is playing.
Yeah. He is Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. Yeah.
And he in the continuity of the DC universe, he shot at Superman with a kryptonite bullet.
Oh.
He
He's in jail
always
for that.
carries it. Yeah. He always
Yeah.
carries that kryptonite. Yeah.
So
What if he like shoots it accidentally to someone? Like he's like, oh shit, I'm out of kryptonite now.
but if he's out of bullets, the conventional bullets.
Yeah. Just shoot a kryptonite.
So,
Go on, go on.
so basically, the thing with Suicide Squad is the main cast themselves said that you can't anticipate what's going to happen. What is coming next is something out of the way, and you can't imagine what. See, they said that we would go and shoot something, and we would anticipate that now we are going to shoot this thing, and James Gunn would come and and scrap the whole thing. Like, no, we are doing something
Oh.
else.
So he's an Anurag Kashyap of Hollywood.
Maybe, but I don't know what to expect of it. I am very excited about the new characters as well as the old ones, but I wished Idris Elba played Deadshot because it would
I
be a
mean,
pretty great
Yeah.
casting in my
I guess
opinion.
they didn't want to recast Will Smith. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, they actually
They
didn't want to
wanted-
do it.
Yeah.
He actually played it very well as well. I don't know
Yeah.
what to expect from Suicide Squad, but it's going to be a fun movie.
But I think that's cool because we shouldn't expect anything from Suicide Squad. Like we should
Yeah,
go in with being
yeah.
like I wonder who's going to get
Yeah,
killed.
so
and stuff
this
like
is
that.
this is the thing with James Gunn. I actually
Yeah.
didn't expect anything from Guardians of the Galaxy as well.
True.
I hadn't
That's
read
true.
about them at that point of time.
Yeah.
And then
They
the
were like
movie
a
came and
failed,
it blew out, man.
Guardians was a failed series. Like they
A
started
comic
again
series,
after
yeah.
the movie. was
Yeah,
released.
yeah.
Started
So
the
that
characters again.
that series was
Even
not very
Stanley
popular.
didn't know who these guys were like properly. So I mean, the fact that he took them and made that into something
Yeah.
that just shows that any characters you can make good movies of.
And
It
the
depends
main
on the creator
main
team.
tagline of this movie that don't get attached. So
Yeah.
it's like he's going to kill
Many
off
people will die.
a
Many
lot
people
of weird
definitely will
characters
die.
in the
I
starting.
think he'll kill all the cast except Margaret Robbie. He'll
Yeah,
kill
I think
everyone.
Margot Robbie you can't kill her. Like
No,
it's
he's
like-
going to actually kill. There will be a initial kind of roster of villains in the starting.
Oh, then
and
they will get killed.
They'll get
Okay, I guess
in
Red Flag and all
Deadpool
might
kind of
get
thing.
killed.
The
Yeah.
the
So
Deadpool
I
2 kind
wonder
of
if
thing.
Captain Boomerang will get killed then.
No, no,
No,
no.
no, no. He'll
He
not
did
get
get killed in the
He's too
first.
important, right? He's too
He's
important.
So there are
Yeah.
some weird characters like Polka Dot Man and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
those
yeah.
people. I think they are gonna get killed in the first
True.
10-15 minutes of the film, and then we'll get to the new proper roster of those
Maybe,
people.
maybe.
Because
I do
there are a
see
lot
Rick
of
Flag
characters to
dying.
unpack. If all
Yeah.
if all the
True.
20-25 characters go on for the full movie, it will be very tiring.
Yeah. No, I think some of the old characters might die, maybe. Who knows? I am really excited. I just want to say, the recording is going on for everyone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
I'm
going
checking
for.
that only.
Yeah, because I'm always a
Yeah,
little paranoid about that. But I guess we have told our thoughts on the Suicide Squad movie, basically.
yeah. I have some
Everyone's
thoughts as
done?
well, Manoj.
Oh,
Thanks
you
for
have thoughts.
asking.
Okay. Oh, wait.
What are you
Oh,
asking?
I'm so sorry. I thought I started with you. I'm so sorry.
No problem,
Jay,
no
please
problem.
give me your thoughts, man. Please give me your thoughts.
This for me was this was the thing I was waiting for. Earlier also I was talking to you, like this is the most exciting thing which I wanted to see
Yeah.
from the DC fandom panel, because like only reason James Gunn, because like for those who know him, he's a very quirky filmmaker, you know, and his filmmaking suits Suicide Squad. Like there is actually no one better than James Gunn to direct that movie, actually, because like even for the Guardians of Galaxy, that guy rephased MCU for everyone. Like if you see Iron Man movie, Captain America movie, and Thor movie, those were like on a similar scale, you know, somewhat like similar of one is, but with Guardians of Galaxy, at first they were like in the pre-production they were like facing criticism, like what is this movie, no one hear about it, it will be a failure, Marvel is just trying to be overconfident and all that, and then James Gunn hits a home run with that.
Yeah.
Like even those who are not a fan of the first three, like the Holy Trinity, the Thor, Captain America, and the Iron Man, they loved Guardians of Galaxy because of the vibe that movie carried, you know. And when the whole like the James Gunn controversy happened and Disney rejected him, and then
Fired
DC
him, fired
yeah,
him.
Yeah,
fired him.
even people got into MCU because of Guardians.
Yeah,
Lot of
exactly.
Because Guardians really widened the scope of the
Yeah,
movies.
it was like
Yeah.
such a like Guardian. I still remember watching the first Guardian. I was like, it is nothing like I've ever seen before.
It was the
And
first
sequel was
cosmic
like,
movie for MCU,
yeah,
right?
and it was done so rightly, man. Like this is the only, and Suicide Squad is like, for the first Suicide Squad, I was like most excited about, even more excited about the BVS, and but yeah, it was such a like disappointment, you know.
The ending was a letdown.
I think the whole movie was. Like, I don't want to talk about the
The
first one, yeah.
leadership of Warner Brothers, like I wouldn't even blame David Ayer.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like there's so much stuff which he
I love
put, which they
the
cut
I love
out.
the way you said yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I will speak their names how I wish. Continue, Jay, continue.
So yeah, like this one for me, like there's so many, and like half of the cast has already worked with James Gunn in their previous movie. So there, and Taika Waititi is also there.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
was actually going to ask. Jay, which character is going to be?
Arey, Manoj, I told you, Anila, the Conqueror. What was it? Strato the Conqueror or something? They haven't revealed his character yet, but it was supposed to be a kind of like. Actually, there are two main antagonists in the movie, and third is said to be Taika Waititi.
Oh.
But still, like it's speculative only. But Taika Waititi is surely there. And if you look at the cast only, like, there is so much to have, you know. And when James Gunn is directing it, I mean, it's really going to be a fun movie.
You know, it's like James Gunn like called actors like have fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
come.
exactly. And even the comic part was done so rightly. The Harley Quinn costume, man, like there were so many criticism of like Harley Quinn's costume in all the, even in Birds of Prey. Some people liked it, some don't. But here they find, because I guess they went for the comics, like the video game one. I guess they take inspires from it. So like the costume was done rightly and everything was so cool, you know. Even the behind the scenes making video like make me really pumped up for this movie more.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, is Harley Quinn not a comic character, right?
No, she is, but she was created from the Batman the animated series, and
Yeah,
then
so she
transitioned.
she is one of those characters who came into a animated movie first, and then she got her own
Animated
comic.
series. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she was just supposed to be a Joker henchman something, but it sort of like connected with people, and then
And
It's kind of like I think how like I think even in Arrow, like John Diggle and stuff like that, they have all
Yeah.
transitioned from the show.
Yeah.
You know, one more thing which I like in the first Squad movie, there was a tattoo on her back, like property of Joker, and in this, property of no one. I'm so glad she got rid of that whole joke, like because she's much more than Joker, you know.
Yeah.
Like in the first movie, she was like with Joker and like behind Joker all the time. I want to see more of Margot Robbie as
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, man.
I
And in
think
this
the
movie,
Birds of Prey was that, like,
yeah,
True,
it,
true.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. Like I'm pumped about this movie, like super.
Okay, do we have any more thoughts on the Suicide Squad movie, or can we like move on?
I think we should.
Move on. Like, I'm waiting for. I was just waiting for Nona to interrupt me. You know, I kept looking at Nona's screen. Like I'm like, now he'll say something. Now he'll say something. But anyway, like this is the first time that we actually had so many people on this podcast, and it's such an honor. Like like I don't think our listeners have ever faced all of us together. And with that Ben Affleck line from Snyder Cut, let's go to the Snyder Cut.
nice.
Come
I
on,
like that.
come on.
Yeah, I've been like writing that down for like 3 days now. But anyway, guys, so basically, me and Jay, we talked in depth about this in our breakdown video, which we did. It's like 18 minutes long. We went frame by frame, basically looking at each and everything, and then just commenting on it. Basically, the video is just me and Jay going, "Arey, this scene! Oh my God, look at this scene!" So basically, that's 18 minutes of
So
that.
I
But
have a suggestion here. Why don't you
Yeah.
ask everyone their favorite scene from this trailer? It would be a different kind of.
Yeah, but I want to know your guys' thoughts first. So, me and Jay, I think we both will stay quiet now, and we'll let these people talk, and we'll just give our feedback on that. So, why no? Okay, Harneet, why don't you start first? What were your thoughts on the Snyder Cut?
See, I don't know how I can put this. Everybody is talking about since it came, and there are
Yeah.
several ways to describe it, and I would say it to be a masterpiece, a master stroke actually from DC. The way that they have put this trailer together is like, here, see this shot, you haven't seen it before. Here, see this shot, you haven't seen this before. Here, see this
Look
shot.
how different
Here,
the shot
see
is.
how we polished it. Here, see this shot.
Yeah.
How we have improved this. Like,
Yeah, we have Dark Side, just like that.
so we have a younger version of Darkseid. See this,
Yeah.
and see this. We have a
Yeah.
new character altogether. You don't know who this is.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty good, and there was no dialogue. I loved it about that. And the Hallelujah song has been one of my favorite English songs of all time. Since the Watchmen movie, if you have seen
Yeah.
that, there is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
song is in that also. Apart from that, it's so much to talk about, man. There are so many things that one can talk about. My favorite thing would be, hello.
Yeah, go on,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
So
We're all
We were-
mesmerized by your
yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
so my
Manoj
favorite thing.
mesmerized.
Oh man. No, go on, Harneet.
So my favorite thing was Steppenwolf's armor. If you guys have seen
Yeah,
it properly.
Oh,
The
such
scale one,
detail.
yeah.
So it's like a Venom symbiote, a organic armor kind of a thing. It shrivels when he
Yeah.
lands.
Yeah.
It adjusts according to the environment that he has landed. It can protect his body accordingly. So there is something about it that changes when he lands. So and when I compared it to the previous armor, I was like, what the hell, man? It's like you desperately wanted this movie to fail.
I mean, they were trying different stuff with that. I think they were trying to make him more human-like, so people would be down for it, I guess. But it's best not to even acknowledge Justice League now.
Yeah, so apart from that, the speech by Batman, truly amazing.
Which the only reason why Zack Snyder had that is for this podcast.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to use that. That's the only reason why.
So that can be a thumbnail for every video everyone
Yeah.
puts about the Justice League Snyder Cut. That can be the thumbnail of that. was
But
pretty great.
yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
I think I like the Flash scene that they cut out, saving
Iris.
Iris West, yeah.
She's pretty cute in that
I know.
moment.
We both
right?
said the same thing.
Yeah. And
But Ezra Miller is barefoot in that.
Yeah.
I don't know many people notice that. Like we
know,
were like we were doing a
I
breakdown.
was hoping Manoj to bring that up.
there are some moments in the movie in the trailer actually. I'm thinking like, is this animated or is this live action? I can't differentiate. Even that flash scene in which he saves Iris and the car jumps around and then explodes. I'm like, is this animated or how can you pull this off in live action? Like, what is this? Right?
True.
And I think the effect was more prevalent because of the aspect ratio than in which they put out the trailer.
Yeah. No, that would be the aspect ratio for the movie. Like they're going for like a taller aspect ratio than a
No,
wide.
I don't
they're
think they will
going-
go for 4:3, 4:3.
No, they are going for 16:9.
So this
Okay,
ratio
so they're
was
changing it
4:3.
again. So basically, they shot it in this ratio, right?
Yeah, no, they.
They shot
yeah,
in
they
IMAX
shoot in
ratio.
this.
They shot in IMAX ratio,
Hmm.
which Zack Snyder told previously
See-
that they had used
Yeah.
the IMAX cameras to shoot the whole film.
Yeah,
but
yeah. The
theatrical cut didn't come out.
166. Yeah, 166 is to 1, right? Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the cinema version, no theatrical version, it's like a longer rectangle.
Mhm.
Yeah, and this is
But
taller.
Yeah.
16:9 is a screen,
Taller.
laptop screen.
Yeah, we actually
Because-
compared it in our breakdown video. We took a snap from the first trailer and we just put it together. So there's a lot more detail in the top and bottom now.
There are a lot of things that are new in this movie, and there are
Yeah.
a lot of things that are improved in this movie. I would say
True.
not replaced but improved, because everything that he has replaced is improved. I would say one spoiler that he gave away, I think, was Cyborg's father disappearing in as dust.
Yeah, that
Dying.
was like, why would you put that in the
You know,
trailer?
No, but that was
but
But I
revealed.
guess yeah, in the
That was
I
theatrical
want
cut
to
it
say
was
that,
shown. Yeah.
like when the movie came out, there were so many things they couldn't show. They couldn't show Superman and all, right? In any marketing material. But now he can
They
do
have
whatever
to
he
show
wants to
him. They have
Yeah.
to also, to get
And
people
no,
like
people,
there are-
even for that, like they don't care what they show. We'll
Yeah.
watch it anyways.
So there are moments in which I'm like, yeah, I think I have seen this moment before, and then suddenly it transitions into something that has not been revealed before, like Superman on his farm. So that scene was about him meeting Lois Lane only, right?
Yeah,
It was that scene,
In the movie
and
Justice League.
I'm like, okay, I have seen that, but then suddenly his mom comes along,
Martha.
and the scene is changed. I'm like, what the hell, man? So it is like a different movie altogether. I would say, if not whole, at least 70% of the movie is different, right?
True. Yeah.
So the black suit Superman, I was actually waiting for that for a long time, since Henry Cavill put on his Instagram that a little leak, if you remember,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah,
part
yeah.
fabric of the suit he put as a photograph on the Instagram, I think. And since that moment, I have been waiting for a black suit Superman.
Although this one is full, like it is like color grade, like it is post. It's like changed in post though. Like it's not actually the black suit.
I don't know. I think it is actually the black suit, because just Zack
No.
Snyder.
They shot it with a blue suit. It's a blue suit itself
Yeah.
because the studio was not on board with that. But
Okay.
Zack Snyder sort of put materials within the suit. Like he made it more shinier. If you even look at Justice League, the suit is very shiny. Like you
Yeah,
can really
yeah.
see everything. So the main reason behind that was because Zack wanted to convert it to the black suit in post production. But then he left the project and stuff like that. So and the studio already was not very happy with having a black suit, because this was a time where people were accusing them for going dark, and so they wanted to have that lighter blue suit itself. But that's what happened.
So I think the movie looks great. The trailer is great,
Yeah.
and the black suit Superman is great. Wonder Woman, Flash, and Cyborg are great. The Batman is more greater, I would say, than the Justice League.
True.
And I wish there was something else that I could, know
Yeah,
about
we'll go to
it.
Nona. We'll go to Nona now, and maybe like by that time you might get some more thoughts.
So
Because the more
I'm
you
just
think
saying,
of this, the more.
I'm just saying I actually don't know anything about it. I wished that I knew a little more, like I knew about the Wonder Woman. movie. I
Yeah.
wished I knew a lot about
Yeah,
it, but I actually
yeah,
don't.
Harneet, you can watch a breakdown video. I'm plugging the breakdown video everywhere. Although even in the breakdown video, we were like half asleep, but the trailer made us wide awake. Anyway, but Nora, why don't you tell me about your thoughts on the Snyder Cut trailer?
The first thing about Snyder Cut is that, it is bigger than anything. Like, it's bigger than the
Hmm.
film. It's not about the film anymore. It's about
True, true, true.
the fans, and like it's
It's about the
unprecedented.
movement. It's
It
about
could
the
have,
movement
yeah, it's about
that
the moment.
got
It's
this.
about, it's just unbelievable. I still
Yeah,
cannot believe it. And it will be remembered for ages that
true,
something like
true,
this
true.
happened. So it's already it doesn't matter the show or the movie, whatever it is. It doesn't matter how it is. Whatever happened before it, that's only makes it such a big thing. And I just want to, say we did a podcast on Snyder Cut, so to go check out on my channel. So I think you asked first I have to talk about. I wrote down actually. I made points I have to talk about. I'll make it quick, like Flash. So I think the three scenes I really loved in the trailer was, first of all, Harney talked about it. The scene with Martha and Lois on the field with Superman, Clark Kent. I love it. Second scene, Cyborg losing his father, and third scene is Flash running in the Speed Force. These are the three amazing visuals I saw, which I really loved. And about the details, we were talking about, how Flash runs and all of that. Then there's criticism for Cyborg's costume, CGI, and I think even Harneet was talking about, the costume of this guy, uh, Steppenwolf. How it changes, and Zack Snyder gives so much thought into these things that even for Cyborg, no, it's a alien material. Of course, it will look weird, right? It will not look very metallic or how it should be in real life. It will look alien. It will look different, and it's forming. It's adapting itself. At the end of Justice League, we saw, right? It's changing into the comic book version, and I think same thing goes to each and every character. Even Man of Steel, he said he wants three films to explore the whole arc of Superman. It's not just, oh, he's Superman now. Even for Flash, he's doesn't know how to run. He doesn't know how to be Flash. He's learning. Through his movies, he'll finally become the Flash we all know. I think the thought, like, people just hate him for just being, just hate him. Like, some people, like, still they're like, oh, the VFX sucks and all of that. It's just bad. And that reporter guy, something he said. So I just want to say that, the detailing, he's master of detailing, man. He doesn't. There's nothing in the film which looks bad. It's there because he have thought about it, and there's a reason why it's like that. So, and I think, yeah, man, it's just bigger than everything. Like, this, I have no thoughts. Like, I feel sad that I didn't support the movement. I feel like because I always thought, like, it can never happen. It's impossible that the producers will accept their mistake and yeah, will put out. And then it happened, I just lost my mind. So
I just want to say that I had signed the petition. So I
yeah.
was like,
Same
I
here.
was pretty active. Like before joining my MBA, I was pretty active in the Snyder Cut thing. I used to make fan cuts and all, like removing the Danny Elfman score and putting in the Hans Zimmer score and stuff
Yeah.
like that, just to get people like riled up and stuff like that. Like I even did a version of the Wonder Woman, the scene where Steppenwolf invades Themyscira. I
Yeah, yeah.
like did a sequence where I just took the entire sound out, put the I think the arcade music from Man of Steel, and it fits so well. Like I even did and none of those edits are that good. It's when you see it itself, you understand. Okay, this is like a fan, doing it. You can clearly see the color grade is not that good, but
But
it was
the
fun. It got
but
people
even the
talking about it.
Themyscira scene, no, that's my favorite scene from the Justice League. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
There
a
is a lot of
favorite.
like
Like, it's just
excitement.
amazing. Like, and that's all Zack Snyder, of course.
Yeah, true, true,
So
true.
it's just amazingly done.
Yeah,
The horse riding, the running, taking
true,
it
true,
away
true,
from
true.
him, and just amazing.
That
Do
one
you
shot,
do any of you
before Stephen
guys
crashes onto
know
them.
what the character is that showed up in the trailer? The new character, the alien
Oh,
character.
The Saad, I think. Is that the guy
Who's that?
Darkseid's ally? He's like Darkseid's ally.
He's
Like
like
he sort of like
what Ebony Maw was to Thanos, is it?
yeah,
Okay,
kind of like
okay,
he sort of does his bidding basically. Like
okay.
if you watch Justice League War, have you watched an animated movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So in that, there's a
Okay,
guy
the
who's
doctor
torturing
who's
Superman.
working on Superman and all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he
yeah.
was like torturing Superman,
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically that guy.
Okay, got it.
So that is my consensus. We could be wrong, but
See the
from
first visual of the trailer, is it Dark Side?
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yes,
Darkseid.
a
Oh,
younger version of Darkseid when he invades Earth
Uxus,
a
I
long
think.
time back, when
Yeah,
there
yeah.
were gods on Earth at that time.
yeah, gods, Vikings, and
Yeah, yeah,
Green Lanterns, and
yeah. So I just
what's
want to
that?
see Darkseid how he would look at the armor, man. If without an
Yeah,
armor he's looking so badass, how great he would
true,
look
true,
with an
true,
armor.
true. Definitely. Oh my god! Like, dude, yesterday, you just the snap. It felt so special, Like it felt like we earned this. Like,
Yeah,
you had so many fans fighting for
definitely.
his version, and it's not. It's see, usually this doesn't happen. You don't see so many people coming together to support a filmmaker's cause. Like, even Zack Snyder had kind of abandoned all this. He was
Even
working
his
on a
panel,
Netflix
no,
project.
even his panel, he had fans who supported the movement.
Yeah. That was very cool. That was very cool. And it feels very special because even like there was a panel before that was called Justice Con. It was like a Comic Con event, but made by fans. And he had come there, and he literally said that you guys made this, and he even like you could see him getting emotional about it because they had raised money for suicide prevention because of the cause, like behind and the way he said you guys have saved lives, and you can see him getting emotional, and that's why he did this sort of thing where he has called all the fans as the associate producer of the film. So what you can do is you can actually go to the DC Fandom merchandise store and you can buy a T-shirt that says Justice League Associate Producer. And he said that he's going to do a tutorial video on how to put your name behind the T-shirt, so that all of us can be the associate producer of Justice League. And that just shows, how much connected he is with the fans. And when you have fans like this, you don't have to worry about what anyone says. You can
Yeah,
just go ahead and
definitely.
follow your vision, and it's a beautiful story for me. Like more than the movie looks awesome. The movie looks cool. Like when people like, I have some of my friends who don't like Snyder that much, but I'm like, dude, there's just the story behind it. Like there were so much people around the
And
world that connected to his
yeah,
vision, and it's such a
this is
beautiful side.
this goes beyond movies because like this is like a movement, that man deserved it, man. Like
Yeah,
out of all the personal tragedy he went through that hell, and
yeah,
at least he deserved. And the fact which blew me away when he told last night that none of the there is not going to be any reshoot for the lead cast. Whatever you are seeing now, it's just the previous shorted time
yeah.
shots as
Movie.
well. I was like, oh my god, like how can like he like Joss Whedon literally changed everything. This is not like they are reshooting with the cast again. This is like the old shots, which is like there pending there
Yeah,
only. They just need to be color-graded in post production. And like
Yeah,
and especially man, especially like seeing him there, he seemed so happy, when he was talking about it. And when like a girl from China who like kind of started the whole,
Fiona,
yeah,
yeah,
and she was starting. I mean, he was actually so emotional, and I
yeah.
couldn't be more
He
happier
was
for that
tearing
man.
up. He was definitely
Yeah, he
tearing up.
was like it felt so real, because that guy deserved it. Like no matter what you guys say, he was the guy who introduced Jason Momoa as Aquaman, Gal
Yeah.
Gadot as Wonder
He
Woman,
picked those guys,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
like,
Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman. That's like the dream casting ever.
yeah,
That guy deserved a chance, and like it's not like you are doing like anything's beyond your means. These are right there, and
yeah,
like I was so happy with this man. Regardless how the movie turns out to be, I don't even care. I just
yeah.
so happy that guy deserves the justice he got
True.
with the Justice League.
Yeah, very well,
nice,
very well
nice.
put together. So, do you guys have any like final thoughts, or do you think we can come to the end of the podcast?
I have something to add. In the
Sure.
starting, before even the podcast, we were discussing this thing that before this fandom event, I was actually more inclined towards Marvel, what the
Hmm.
future of Marvel holds, like the
Yeah.
shows that they are producing, the Winter Soldier
Hmm.
show, the and when DC announced that they are going to have a fandom event, all that hype for Marvel is at its lowest point right now, if you see,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. True.
So people are more inclined towards DC, and I think 2021 is going to be all about DC.
Hmm.
No matter how
Very
it
true.
goes,
Very true.
even if one of the movies goes flop or it's not good, everything
Yeah.
else is going to be refined.
Yeah,
And I
and I
think
think that's the beauty of it. Like all the movies, like see, before when DC was in the state where when Zack was making BVS, they were like and you look at Man of Steel, like there were many Man of Steel haters out there, or Man of Steel generally received mixed reviews. So will it be any good? People were excited, but they were like, will it be good? And that was the
so.
general consensus for
Yeah,
DC.
I
Like
think I think
will
they
it
have
be
actually
good?
learned from their mistakes.
Yeah, yeah, true.
The
Because
all the
now
hit
when you
and
look in
trial
the
that they have
future,
done, that
yeah,
which movie is going
now
to
you look into the future,
work,
you're like,
which is
all of
not
them look
going
good.
to. Yeah,
Yeah, all of the movies look good.
yeah,
Like there's no doubt that, will this movie be good? In your mind, you're like, it would be good.
yeah,
And I think that's the
yeah,
change in DC.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that's because they have learned that what people
yeah,
want. So they are
true,
now
true,
all about the fans, plus
true.
all
Yeah,
the commercialization that they want to do,
yeah,
plus but they are all about the fans. That's what Marvel did in their initial stages,
true,
when
true,
they
true.
introduced Iron Man and they went on like a streak, so they knew what
Hmm.
people wanted. And I think now DC knows what people want, and they can be better than Marvel
Definitely.
right now.
Yeah.
They have a huge opportunity when Marvel is at its fatigue. People are, like, okay, Endgame is over. We can move ahead with something
Yeah,
else.
Marvel is in a transitional phase, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
They
So
are like
this is the
introducing
moment for
new
DC to
heroes and
capture all the
It's
market right now.
only one movie away, bro. Like, come on.
everything.
It's
No,
only
I'm just
one
saying like
movie.
the general. Jay is a huge Marvel fan, but I'm
No,
just saying, bro,
I
the
am a
general
huge Marvel
consensus
fan.
is that
I
yeah, even
prefer
Habib. Okay, so
Marvel over DC all the time. But like
yeah.
right now, I think for as a commercial success, this is the right
Hmm.
time for DC, and they have
Yeah.
actually grabbed it.
Yeah. No, I mean, even for Marvel, I would say that the movies they have like Black Widow. Like Black Widow is a movie that's more towards looking towards the past, like in a
Yeah.
way, like it's a prequel movie, and then
Hmm.
even the rest of the movies, it looks good, but there's nothing that's sort of making me so excited
Hmm.
to the point like
It's
what
not
DC is doing
relevant
right
right
now.
now because after Endgame,
Yeah,
everything is going to be a fresh start.
true, true, true. But I think we would get to a footing where we would be equally excited for both. We'll be looking forward to both
When
movies, both.
Marvel holds its events, I hope
Yeah,
it's as exciting as this, and
true, true,
I
true.
hope we can have a discussion like this on that as well.
Yeah.
Bro,
Because
And
when
I just
that
want to
teaser
because
of
add,
on
I
Eternals
just
Marvel,
came
I
now,
have a lot of
yeah,
empathy with. I
insights.
have a lot
Okay.
of feelings for it because it actually helped
Okay.
me during my
yeah,
transition from teenager to out of
same,
teenage.
same, bro. Like, for me, I know, like, I'm done with MCU after Endgame because, like, of the Tony thing and all
Yeah.
that. But still, I'm looking forward to two movies. One is Eternals, and the second one is Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Strange
multiverse of
in the
Multiverse, yeah.
madness.
madness. That's the only two movies which I'm looking forward to. I know the rest of the movie is going to be great and they're going to be like $1 billion every movie, no matter what. But
See,
that's the only
yeah, so
thing.
that's the
Yeah,
thing actually. Marvel is all
yeah,
about the $1 billion mark right now, and every movie will be a commercial success. It's guaranteed,
yeah,
and everything is fine. But DC is like an ambitious project right now. It's not like it's like a
True, true,
startup,
true.
right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's like a startup that is going to grow. Everybody knows it that the product is going to grow, and
yeah,
Marvel is like a pretty like Apple or Google. Like it's good. It's
it's there.
at
It's
its
Yeah.
already
peak.
set on top.
It's going to stay that way. It's not going to come down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
But
the
DC is
one
like
thing,
going
like,
to grow.
yeah, but for me, one thing is like I've never actually really compared like MCU with DCU because I really don't like. If you can enjoy two things at once, why not do both, man? Like there is an opportunity for you to like both the
Exactly,
things.
exactly.
Why to compare? Like
Yeah, yeah.
even
True,
when I
true.
was like hardcore MCU fans, I went to watch all the movies of DCU, Batman
Yes.
vs Superman,
Yeah,
Suicide Squad
I've
twice.
actually
Even it
watched all
was
that.
bad because I
Yes.
just because of like to see all this like the Deadshot interval scene, the Deadshot
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
like takes away the skin. Oh my god, that's such a cool scene to
So
watch.
True,
Like,
that's the
true.
thing. There
yeah,
should be a kind of healthy rivalry, but not
yeah,
a
exactly.
competition
Yeah,
in who
it
is going to be
never
first.
should
Very
be.
true, very true. And I think why it's so exciting in the future is that both DC and Marvel, like they're definitely like they're making movies for the fans, but they're giving this ample opportunities to the creators also, to the
Yeah,
Yeah,
filmmakers,
yeah,
to the storytellers,
exactly.
and that's what's making everything more exciting, because the directors behind these projects are very passionate on these stories. And that just makes it to a whole different level. Like Matt Reeves' Batman, he's very
yeah,
excited for that project, and that just makes me very excited to see what actually happens. people could probably take a shot to the amount of times I said excited there, but still, I'm very excited
Yeah,
to for the future of both Marvel and DC. And I
for
think
sure.
it's just a great time to be a comic book fan right
Yeah.
Yeah.
now. And you know, and I think with that sort of
And I just want to say
consensus,
that
we don't care about Nona right now. Okay,
so
okay, go on, go on, go on.
yeah, so I think same for me, what he said after Endgame,
Yeah.
like even after Endgame, no, I was like I was at the fatigue, I was done.
Mm.
I was like, right now after this, I if I don't watch any Marvel movies, I'm okay
Yeah, we
because
needed a
Yeah.
I'm done.
break actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think with the pandemic also, but now after watching the DC, what they're coming up with, I'm at that level again, that energy, that anticipation. I want to see these things. I want to know more about
True,
these
true.
things. I think I thought after Endgame I'm done with it. It's over now. I'm done. Everything is over. But I think that is back, and DC has it. And I think the one thing I really like about DC, they are not going the Marvel way. They are
True,
big
true,
different,
true.
and I like that they're going different. I
They're
want,
being
they have
they're being
such
different and
big
they're embracing
characters.
their legacy also.
Yeah,
Like
they
Yeah.
have
they're
They're
such
embracing
big
focusing
their
on it.
characters
past. Yeah,
that I
yeah,
would
yeah.
like to watch them in a standalone. I don't want everything to
Yeah,
be one
exactly.
film.
True, true.
And I
Exactly,
think
exactly.
Marvel
True.
now will may struggle with that, but they'll have their own shows now also.
Yeah,
But I
true,
think
true.
DC is
Yeah,
going big, and I love it.
yeah.
Thanks. That's it.
And we would probably get a Marvel versus DC one day, like maybe 10 years in the future. But I
10
think
years.
it's definitely coming. But I
After
think
the
with
Snyder
that,
Cut, never say never.
yeah, we can't say never ever. And with that very thought-provoking note from our YouTube superstar, we have come to the end of our podcast. Thanks to every one of you for joining. Thanks
Thanks
to
for
all the
inviting
listeners out
me.
there.
It was a
Yeah,
pleasure.
no, I would individually, I'm going to individually thank you, but I just want to first thank the listeners for sticking up with us. Like, I don't know if you are still with us. I mean, it's 1 hour,
If
45
you're
minutes.
still listening, type in the comments "Love you, Nona Prince" and "Hate Manoj."
Yeah, sure, but no one would do that, right? You all love me. But anyway, guys, I'm really thankful. Like you guys have some, like our channel, we have not been really been very like active like on a week, but we do try to put out content on a weekly basis. But we get a lot of support, like in a very small way, and we are like very slowly increasing the number of subscribers. And me and Jay have some pretty cool plans in the future, and we'll probably have Nona and Harmeet more often to this podcast, so it'll be really fun. But thanks to all the listeners out there for tuning in. You can also find this if you're watching this on YouTube, do hit that like and subscribe button. And we also have audio versions of the podcast available on Spotify, on Google Podcast, on Anchor,
Oh.
everywhere. Like I don't even know where it is, but you can find all those links and let me know if you want us to be in any audio platform, which we're not on. And me and Jay would really want to thank the guests we had today. This is the first time we ever had guests. Uh, I'll start with Nona first. Like Nona has been a creative force to reckon with in the YouTube world. He has actually
I
he
have
has done great.
diabetes.
One thing about Nona is he's done a great job in creating content that really connects with different people. He has focused on regional content, which not a lot of content creators do. Not just the Hollywood, Bollywood shenanigans. He has actually focused on my favorite movies that are Malayalam movies because I'm a Malayali. Jay is also part Malayali, so he also connects with those movies.
Part
So.
Malayali? What do you mean by part Malayali? I'm full
I will
Malayali.
say whatever I want here. Keep quiet. But
Yeah.
Jay is a Malayali, okay. But anyway, Nona has done a fantastic job. You guys should definitely check his channel out. He makes content that's much better than ours. So even if you're not subscribed to our channel, please do go ahead and subscribe to his channel. And
Duh.
do let him know how much you love him. Just and he's a very handsome guy. So you can always DM him in Instagram. His account is public. And now I'll come to Harneet. Harneet, man, I met him 2 weeks back, and instantly I struck a chord with him because he's so knowledgeable on stuff. And I think you guys probably understood that in this podcast. He just took away the Wonder Woman show. I mean, when I reached Wonder Woman, I was like, we probably wouldn't talk much about it, but the amount of context he gave on that movie was just brilliant. And you guys can follow them in their social medias. I'll probably put their accounts in the description. Judge because I didn't actually ask them if it's okay, but now I'll probably ask them if it's okay to put the accounts in the description. But anyways, like you can follow these guys. They're amazing dudes, and that's it from the podcast. Now, Jay, do you have any final thoughts before we finish this podcast?
I was
See?
thinking that was it. I was
No,
so
no.
chilled out,
Look, I always ask
I
you,
just
no,
pulled
last
out my
thoughts. Any
earphones,
last thoughts, yeah, and you always struggle. You're like,
Oh my God, you
Why do
almost
you,
caught me off guard,
put
man,
him
Manoj. Yeah.
in this embarrassing situation always if you know he's not going to do?
No, but that's the beauty of it, no? Because see, Jay, when I start talking, Jay just looks at me like, okay, he's doing his
Yeah,
thing,
it's
and now it's done. And then I'll be like, and Jay, any final thoughts? He'll be like, oh shit. But Jay, do you have anything to say to our listeners out
yeah, we like now when we are free from the college commitments, I guess
there? Which
we'll
will
be
never
more active
happen.
on.
Our
But
college
we
keeps
should be
pulling stuff up, but yeah.
optimistic, right? Yeah, I guess we should be more active on the YouTube. We are really active on Instagram, so please
Yeah.
do check on that because like we literally covered the whole DC fandom overnight, which was like a
Yeah.
great thing for us. Like we did that. Yeah, that's an achievement for us. So yeah, thanks for sticking out
Yeah,
with us.
we are very active in it because we have a lot of fun on Instagram. So you can go check
Yeah,
us out there. We put memes, we put any crazy idea we get, we just put that in Instagram. So
yeah,
you can find us at Instagram at nerdy_stan. And you can obviously we have the YouTube channel Nerdistan the YouTube
podcast.
/Nerdistan podcast. And we have done a breakdown on the Snyder Cut trailer. Do check that out. And with that, we have come to the end of this podcast. Thank you guys, and do have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. See ya.